gosh, man. Oh. Yeah, it sure is. Sure is, man. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 for the pot. Kind of worn me down over time, man. Just worn me down. I can't even fucking sleep properly, mate. Just have a coffee, man. It's fucking 6 a.m. It's over, man. The game is over. It's fucking done. It's done, mate. I fired my fucking lawyer. I fired them, mate. I fired them. I'd rather fucking face this shit on my own, to be honest. They've never needed a lawyer, so I don't see why my lawyer's of any fucking value at all, being a man. I really, really don't, mate. I honestly believe your family lawyer works against you and will do everything that the other side is asking them to do or whatever's fucking... I think you're fucking doomed, mate, from what I've experienced. We have not had a single lawyer do anything at all, except sit there and tell me how guilty I am and, you know, reads a family report and everything is real and this is real and that's real and there's no fucking... you got no chance, mate. I can honestly tell you that from someone that's been through it. You know, once you run out of money, that's the end of your case. And it only exists while you've got money. And then your own fucking lawyer will send you a letter telling you to sign your daughter over. Your own fucking lawyer. Your own lawyer will send you a letter, boys, to tell you that, you know, it's all over, you can't win. So I recommend that you just sign everything over, sign the pieces of paper, and beg her, you know, if your daughter ever does want to see you, that she can see you. And that's it. After 4 years. After 4 years, man. That's what I'm told. And now they want a court order, you know, my own fucking thing wants a court order on me. My own lawyer. My own fucking lawyer wants a court order. You know? So that I don't talk about the case. I swear to God, man. I swear on a Bible, my own fucking lawyer. So that I don't talk about the case or I don't mention it. And it's better for the other side. You know, if you've got, you know, no contact at all. If there's an order placed on you, you know, it's better for them. More protection, right? This is my own fucking lawyer. More protection for them. You know, more protection. I'm just baffled, mate. I'm baffled. That's the paperwork that I am sent, mate. That's the honest truth. And this person's expecting me to sign over by Monday. And this has nothing to do with your ex. Ex doesn't even know about it, mate. She'd be fucking wrapped. She'd be absolutely so happy with herself. You know, she'll have a little orgasm, mate. You know, because she's got everything that she's wanted and she hasn't had to do a goddamn thing. Absolutely nothing, mate. And my own lawyer ends up helping her. My own fucking lawyer. Do you know how upsetting it is? Like, fucking hell, mate. I'm sorry for swearing, but my own lawyer. I'm just fucking gutted, man. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. They have done absolutely jack for me, mate, the entire time. So yeah, man, that's what they're telling me. The ex doesn't have to do anything, mate. They do it all for her. And she'll be really happy with it, mate. She doesn't have to do a goddamn thing. Nothing. She doesn't even have to tell them anything or anything. They come to me and say, oh, this would be the best outcome for your child. You know, is to never have contact with you again, have a court order so that you're not allowed to talk about her or whatever. So I find it hard to sleep and stuff. Hard to eat. I'm not agreeing to anything, just so you know. I'm not agreeing to it. I was totally taken back and upset that my own lawyer would send me a letter like that. Because you see, they're looking for any reason to not legal aid it, you know, anything at all, anything at all. So they've given me a deal, what they're willing to do, legal aid, and if you don't want to do that, well then we can't fund you. You know, so my choice is what you want me to do, or that's it. And yeah, basically, you know. So they're going to send me a letter to decease or whatever it's called, because I don't want to sign their paperwork, man. Basically. They expect you to sign your children over, man. They expect you to sign her over and never see her again. And I thought it came from her lawyer. She doesn't have a fucking lawyer. She doesn't need one. She's got my lawyer. She's got my lawyer. That's from my lawyer to me, advising me. You know, you just never go, you can't win, rah, you can't, you know, nothing can do, you know, nothing can overdo the family report. And they're not interested in what I'm saying. They're not interested, man. They're only interested in what's written down on the piece of paper. They don't care about the whys or how or anything like that. You know, it says right there, you're never to see your daughter again. So that's it. I said, so that's it. I mean, that's all it took. It just took that, and that's it. And of course, they want total anonymity. They want to be absolutely protected. You know, God forbid that. You know, because I don't believe any man that goes there has any other different report. Honestly, I really don't. It was not the first time that this lawyer has told that to a father. It's not. It's not the first report that she's seen like that. You know, I mean, have a think about it. If your ex goes into a psychology report an hour before you do, you know, show me one ex that has said a good thing about their ex. Show me one woman that has said anything good about you when she's broken up with you. Have you ever met a woman that says, hey, you were a great guy, you know, we just didn't work out? Or are you this, and this? Which one have you experienced? Because I've never met a woman that breaks up with you, you know, everything is good, okay? You know, you have to be to blame. The man has to be to blame. You know, every time the man has to be to blame. You know, I don't believe you'll ever find an ex-girlfriend that is going to talk nicely about you, sir. So if she gets the hour before you and you go in straight after her, what do you think that person's been told? Yeah, especially if they're trying to get custody. You know, they're going to tell that person that you beat them, you sexually assaulted them, you were this, you did that, you did all kinds of fucking, you know, yeah. You got no chance, gentlemen. I believe that this is how they do it. I believe this is how the system works, mate. This is how they take the children off you. This is how men never see their children. This is the system that is set up. And I believe it's done that way deliberately. Deliberately. I am not the first man that family report writer has said, you should never see your children again. I am not the first man. No way, no. No way. That person has said that to quite a few other men. And I believe the lawyer that was helping me has heard that before. The same thing. The same thing. Oh no, we've got the family report right. That's what it says. That's it then. That's the end of your case. So unless you want to sign over and you want an order placed against your name to protect them, I said, protect them from what? What do you mean protect them? You know, are you my lawyer? I said, are you my lawyer? You know, like, I'm confused. I'm confused, okay? The words that you've given me here, do they come from there or do they come from you? Your own lawyer, don't you understand that, boys? Your own lawyer is asking you to do that? How do your lawyer is supposed to act in your interest, mate, as the client, but not with family law court, man. Your own lawyer will try and get you to sign your children away. I refuse. You know, I told the lady, I'm sorry, I can't do that after 4 years. After everything that I've been through. You know, do I have any rights as a father? Does my daughter have any rights as you know, you know what I mean? That's what's in the interest of everything. How is that in the interest of whatever? I've got my family aiding and caring report. There's nothing in there that says that I should never see my daughter again. My daughter is enthusiastic. She's happy. She's not wanting to go home. She wants to see dad. You know, I've got a psychology report that says I'm ready to go. I'm a good guy. I'm not, you know, I've got that report. That's not good enough. You need a current report. And I said to the lady, well, what am I supposed to have been talking about all of this time? I said, in seriousness, miss, I said, what am I expected to talk about? You're expecting me to talk about the ex for the last how many years?
I said, listen, if you go to a psychologist and you go every single week complaining about your ex, that's not good. Okay, that's the kind of that'll put you into hospital, man. They'll fucking like you can't go there for months and months and months and sit there complaining about your ex, rah rah. You've got to improve your life. You've got to improve your life for your children, rah rah. You've got to concentrate on your path. It seemed ludicrous to me that you would sit there for months and months and now you want to report about. There's any reason. Your lawyer will look for any reason. Any reason. Anything. And my ex would be fucking wrapped. Hasn't had to do anything. Just like when we were together. Just like when we were together. Zero fucking effort needed. Zero. And walk away with all the rewards. Walk away with everything. You know? So anyway, I found it hard, man. Yeah, I'm into it, JM. I am, mate. I am studying. I spent last night looking up shit. I intend on spending the entire day today, mate. All right, Jay. I'm not just, no. I will be looking up what I need to do. What paperwork needs to be filed, whatever. That's not the end of it. It's not the end of it for me. My court date is there, and okay, then I need paperwork before that. So I downloaded the templates. I've just got to get it in my. Yeah, I've never done anything like these. But I sure as fuck ain't gonna sign my children over. I would never sign my children over. Never. Never would I sign my children over. You know, agree to never see them again and agree to have no contact with them or rah rah. Who do these people think they are? And they're the professional. They're the professionals, remember that. They're the highly paid professionals, mate. You're just a lowly fucking, you know. And a woman's word is worth so much more than a man's. It's like Islam but backwards. You know, you need two men for every one woman's statement. You need two men. You need witnesses. Because as soon as she says you're lying, that's it. And as soon as she accuses you of something, that's it. It overrides everything because she's accused you. I've never known any woman that likes their ex. You know, it's a very rare few that say something nice about their ex. Yeah, you know. The ex is to blame for everything, mate. Don't forget that. You know, the women, it's never their fault. Whatever's going on, whatever problem with all, whatever it is your fault. Your fault. Your fault always, as a man. I am, JM. Yeah, I am. I promise you, man. I've downloaded the templates. I intend on having it done by Monday, and then having it signed by the JP, whatever it's called. I intend on doing things, mate. I'm not just gonna give up or whatever. No. Because JM, I was smart enough, mate. Fuck, that's a nice coffee. I was smart enough to see the writing on the wall. Yeah?
was smart enough to see it. So I asked questions.
I asked questions. You know, what do I need here? What happens now? You know, what is my options? Okay, what do I...
And it's all got to be done by a certain date. It's all got to be done by a certain date for that listing. Otherwise, you won't be able to... I'm just seeing if I've got power. 1 minute, because yesterday I ran out of power.
The phone just went dead. Still no power.
It fucking works like that. But it doesn't work. I'll put it underneath, boys, 1 minute. Might work. So I seen the writing on the wall, mate, you know. Felt the writing on the wall. Women think they are very, very clever. But you can tell, boys, okay, there's certain little tells that they have. And if you're any good at reading people, you'll see the tells. Okay? And they will stand there, fucking lie to your face. Absolutely lie to your face. And you know the person's lying to you. Okay? But there's no evidence of it, but you fucking know. So always follow your instincts. Always follow the voice inside of you that guides you. And that's the voice inside of me was screaming. You know, I received this piece of paper and I thought it was from them. I thought it was from, nah,
boys, your own fucking lawyer will sell you out. You need to be fucking warned. Your own lawyer will sell you out. Sell you out to make a deal so they don't have to go into court, so it's a lot more easier and convenient and they don't have to waste a lot of time on it and paperwork on it.
Especially if it's legal aid. If you had your own lawyer, they're going to do it anyway and charge you a fucking fortune. They're going to charge you for it, right? And they're still going to give you the same paperwork. They're going to give you the same paper. They're going to tell you to sign your children over. You can't win.
You'll never see your daughter again. And you're like, why? Because of this report. That's it. That's it.
So what are you going to do to defend me and my daughter?
You've mentioned nothing about that. There's nothing I can do.
There's nothing you can do. Why don't we subpoena the lady, get her into court, and ask her why she wrote it that way? And ask her about the things that I've said to you. Why don't we do that? They don't want to do the expense.
They don't want to do the expense. You know, they don't want to, legal aid don't want to back it. So my ex would be really, really fucking happy with herself.
She has not had to do a goddamn thing, nothing. Just ignore. Accuse, and that's it. That's fucking it. Lie your ass off doing a family report, just fucking lie. Absolutely lie. Lie. And that came from mine. That came from my side. You know, I share it with you. I share it with you, viewer, because in my eyes, you get shot for a goose, you get shot for a gander.
It's the same thing. There's no difference. It's the same thing. So they're threatening me, you know, in their little letters, take the channel down, this down, that down, all of that. Not allowed to talk about subjects, lifetime, This is my own fucking lawyer. And I said, I'm not signing off on this. I said to my lawyer, I've never seen a lawyer that suggests to the court that their client should be on an order. What fucking lawyer does that? What lawyer goes to the court and says, you know, they need an order so they're safe and everyone can move on in their life? I've done nothing wrong. Remember that. I have done nothing illegal, mate, in order to get a fucking order, and yet my own brief is telling the court fucking, you know, there should be a distance between the schools and he shouldn't be here, he shouldn't be there. Here I am thinking about the school, right? My own fucking lawyer is saying, rah, rah, rah. What the fuck? I've done nothing illegal. Don't you understand that, viewer? I've done nothing illegal, mate. Nothing at all. Nothing. I have no orders. I've done nothing illegal. But they still want that on you. I'm not signing off. My ex would be fucking proud. Absolutely so happy. Absolutely so happy, bro. The ex-wives will be fucking happy with themselves. They don't have to do a thing. Your own lawyer, boys, your own lawyer, the guy that's supposed to be on your side, has totally given up. Totally and utterly given up. Your best course of action is this. And that's fucking like, I thought I had to actually get on the phone and ask the person, is this from the other side? Is this their suggestion to finalise the case? Is this what they're wanting? Or did it come from you? Okay, I need clarification here. I need, because this is the kind of thing that another lawyer would say to you. They want full custody, they want this, they want that, they want that. They want you to never be able to talk about it, never talk about the case, never bring it up. An order for life? For what crime? For what crime? For what crime would I deserve an order for life? Would you sign it? Sign your kids away, sign up and agree, yeah, I need an order placed on me, I need an order placed on me for life. There's no, and this is your own lawyer. That's the gutting part of it, viewer. That's why I'm trying to fucking, get it in, my own lawyer, they give up. They fucking totally and utterly give up. And they want to send it over to there, get it signed, get it back to you. That's the end of the case. That's it. So, in other words, you're there to get as much resources out of you, and you're not going to get any kind of result, even when you've got your psych reports, you've done everything you have. Your own lawyer. It just takes one, just anything. How's this, man? How's this? In the order, I didn't, I'm sorry, man. I missed it, and I apologised. I apologise to my daughter, Echo. I did not see that in the order at the time. It's after 3 visits. If they fail, then you're supposed to go and sign up to this centre. And I did not see that part of the order. So, of course, it's put on me. Why didn't you sign it? Why didn't you go, I'm sorry, I just totally missed it. That's the one thing in the order that I didn't see and that I failed. Oh, well, that's it, Mr. Barker. I said, it's a voluntary thing, miss. We're both supposed to contact the centre, not just me. It's not me that contacts the centre and then the centre contacts the other side. Everybody is supposed to do it voluntarily. And I know that they're never going to sign up. So what is the point? That's the same as sending the paperwork for the contact centre. There's no difference. They just ignore it. Oh, yes, but you didn't sign up. You didn't. Oh, that's another bad thing. But you didn't do it. You see, they're grasping for anything that they can fucking get hold of. Grasping. Any avenue at all. So they can't work out how to get rid of me. They can't work because I've done nothing, right? So they send you an offer. Your own people send you an offer. That's what they're willing to go to court on. This is our case. And there is no case. It is 3 or 4 lines and basically telling you to give up, sign over, agree to, because they need,
according to what is in the report, they need full protection. They need, they've made you out like you're like you bash them, you hurt them, you sexually assault them, like a whole bunch of new shit, dude. I whipped my daughter, like I hit my daughter. She's 5, man. We've never laid a hand on our daughter, mate, ever. Any of our daughters, any of my daughters, or on any child. But that's all they need to do. So they're grasping, pulling at any straw they can. So we're on our own, boys. We are on our own. Yeah, we're on our own. I couldn't sign off on it. I've been really upset about it. It kind of overrides whatever's going on in the world. I don't give a fuck. That's why I was nasty yesterday. Because I actually don't care about fucking anything. That's all I care about. So I let out a bit of tension yesterday, and everyone got a bit upset. Rah. You can't have a laugh, eh? You can't shit stir people, eh? That's all we were doing. We're just shit stirring them, man. Fuck. Rage baiting them, yeah? But they go all serious, bro. But I got enough harm in my life. I don't need trolls and strangers causing harm in my life. I've already got enough of the boys. I'm lucky I'm here. I'm very, very lucky. But we've spent a long, long time on our own, mate. Years and years and years. Even when I was married. What a fucking joke of a word. So I get down. I don't give up. I just get down. So I started asking the person, what do I need? What's the normal procedure from here? Okay, you've given up. Fair enough, sweet. Now I'm asking you for advice. So what do? She said, you need to do this, this and this. She said, it needs to be done by this date. She said, that's why I'm on the phone to you. She said, I need that answer to what I sent you, right? And if you don't want to agree with it, then I can't help you anymore, Mr. Barker. It's that's the parameters that we're working on. We're working within. And if you change the parameters, then yeah, we can't. And I thought to myself, well, you haven't fucking done a whole lot for me in the last fucking 3 years, love. Like, none of these fucking legal aid people have done shit. My own lawyer, Pentana Lawyers in Dandenong, the worst fucking family lawyers you could ever have, done absolutely nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. So you're not going to miss a whole lot, boys. It's just the paperwork. What paperwork do you have to file in what order? So, I've been Googling family law court and final hearing, affidavits, fucking family law affidavits, fucking... okay then, sweet. Let's download this stuff. Let's get a template. Let's download it. Let's start filling out these things for these for the situations. At least we can get our point across. What happened? Whether they want to believe it or not, it doesn't matter. It still becomes part of the court documents. Because right now, nobody knows anything about what happened. Only I do. Only me. Okay? And on the paper, it says that you're an absolute CUNT that should never see their children again. Like, fuck, boys. Like, that's a fucking joke. Like, imagine being at a meeting, man, and the woman looks at you and says, what do you think of that you should never see your daughter again? Like, I was asked that during,
and all I did is sit there defending myself against utter accusations that are not true. I don't have a DV order. I don't have a fucking AVO order. I don't have charges pending and fucking investigations, and I don't have any of that. I've never committed any kind of assaults of any kind. There's no record of that or whatever. Whatever I've done is 20 years ago. Like I said to that, she said, "Oh no, you've done very serious things." I said, "Like what?" You see, selling pirate movies. Oh, fucking very serious that is, But to them, they're looking for any reason they can. Don't you understand that, gentlemen? You're walking there into the court on the back foot every single time. They are 100% looking for any reason at all for you not to see your children. You are not walking in there on a fair, even ground. You're not at all. They are absolutely looking for anything that they can get hold of. I remember telling you, all this time, they want to get they need charges on me. They need real charges on me. Yeah. And I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong because they just pluck it. You didn't sign up for that McKellen rah. No, miss, I'm sorry. Okay, I failed. I failed in that part of the order. I just didn't see it. Oh, that's not good. That's going to work against you. That's another thing you're going to have to explain to the court, why you didn't do it. And the whole time I'm thinking, that side has not done a single fucking thing on the order. Absolutely fucking nothing. But you're cherry picking whatever you can to find that I haven't done, that I haven't completed. Yeah? But the other side, not a mention. Fucking crickets. They're supposed to download a phone app from the start, a court app, supposed to do parenting courses. I'm supposed to get video, voice calls and things, so contact during the week. I'm supposed to get that from the start. Completely ignored. Doesn't have to obey. But I'm telling you, man, you miss anything and they want to take your children from you. They demand that you sign over. The ex doesn't even know about it, bro. Your ex won't even, she'll be going along in her life and everything's fucking wonderful. Has never had to, but here you are answering to anything, everything, whatever they can pluck out of the air is suddenly real. I swear, man, they contacted me and I couldn't believe what I was reading. Just couldn't believe it, man. And it's Halloween, so I've sold no masks because Slipknot's not horror. I never sell any masks during the Halloween period. Never in all my years, because it's horror. It's not Slipknot. The clowns and stuff, they don't sell at Halloween, So no sales at all, mate. Fucking, I'm getting skint. I'm getting fucking run down. I'm getting, put into the shambles, mate. But I have to ride it through. I have to show men that this is what will happen to you. This is how it's played. This is what happens. This is facts. This is real. And this is what happens when you are legit, when you have done everything by the book, everything, 100%. At the end of the day, they'll ask you to sign your kids over. I reckon family court, mate, is the only place where lies and
lies and fake accusations are not judged or even questioned. They're just believed, just 100% believed, without any question, and encouraged. They're encouraged because there's no accountability when they're found out wrong. There's no accountability, so it encourages them. So there's no. I don't know what else I was supposed to do. I really don't. Provide the kids necessities and safety, can't they? Well, is that really, Andrew? Is that all they care about, is it, Andrew? You're a fucking genius, cunt. Really? I didn't know that, Andrew. Thanks very much, mate. So automatically you blame the man. Andrew, automatically you put it back on me. There must be something wrong with you, Charles, the Lord Dobby, because you didn't get it, rah. So there's something definitely wrong with you. You see, Andrew, you're falling into it again, bro. You haven't listened to anything I've said, eh? You've just put it straight back onto the man. Yeah? Have you listened to anything I've said? We haven't seen the judge. Don't you get it? My case isn't until next month. We're talking about my own fucking lawyer. My own lawyer. Totally gives up. Presents paperwork to you, telling you to sign everything over, give up, and you're looking at him going, "Why? What are you talking about?" "Oh, because we've got a report here." And that's it. So you want to give up? It's a no-win case. You can't win, rah. Your own fucking lawyer. Don't you understand that? Have you ever been dealing in this at all? Your own lawyer is not supposed to say that to you, bro. They're supposed to be on your side. They're supposed to be looking out for the interest of you and your child. Not look on the other side and go, "Hey, they've got this report. That's the end of your case." Yeah? That's not how it works, mate. You're not out court yet. You haven't walked in the building, mate. You're not in the building. This is before you walk in. They try and make deals, mate. They want to make deals with you. Yeah? To save them the expense and time of going into the court. You see, because the other side doesn't have a lawyer. I've got legal aid. And when you're on, I'm telling you, boys, you've got no chance. They're looking for any reason they can to drop you as a client. Okay? You've got opposition here that doesn't agree with anything. Will not obey a single thing that is put. Nothing. Okay? So they know that when you go in and whatever happens, they're not going to agree with anything anyway. So there's a no-win, no-thing. So legal aid don't want to help. My ex would be absolutely so happy with herself. So happy. Hasn't had to do a thing. And just like coming here and having the property and everything just handed to her. Just handed to her. Lives a charmed life, eh? Fucking shit is just given to her, mate. Doesn't have to do a fucking thing. And then sits there and tell you how much of a bad life they've got. No, man. I've been trying to get it in my head properly. Been trying to work it out what I need to do. You know nothing, mate, unfortunately. I'm all right, thank you, Mr. Blade. I hope you are well and you are happy. How you doing, Mr. Dave?
It's 7 a.m. here, Victoria. So I think it is anyway. Yeah, 7:30. You have a good day too, man. No, I've only ever had female lawyers. We've never had a male lawyer. No, only female. We've never had a male lawyer. I've just gotten out of bed. Well, an hour ago. I just couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep, mate. Last night I spent studying, reading what this is, reading what that is. How do I fill it out? What have I got to do? Rah, rah. Unlike these people, I'm not going to just give up. I didn't go through 4 years to just sign over and fucking walk away. No thanks. No, I haven't done anything illegal. I've done nothing wrong except fight for my child to see me. I think it's completely wrong. Your own lawyer comes to you and tells you that. Oh, your own lawyer. If I could show you the thing, man, it's your own. You don't understand that person's not supposed to give you up like that, man. They're not. They're not supposed to look for any reason for you to sign paperwork and you never see your daughter again and sign over all rights and they actually said to me, oh, there'll be a clause in it, if your daughter ever wants to see you or speak to you, she's allowed. I said, by the time my daughter's old enough, she won't need your permission to see me or speak to me. She won't need your permission. It won't need to be written in a piece of paper. And what are you expecting her to do with that piece of paper that she won't even know about? Okay, what are you expecting my ex to do? Once I'm mentioned and I'm asked for, you're expecting my ex to go running down with the thing and say, hey, you can have contact now? Of course not. She's a fucking kid, are you? I said, your clause means nothing to me. And they say to me like they're doing me a favour. Like they're doing me a favour. We've left it in there though, in the future, if she ever wanted to talk to you, we've left it in the order that she's able to contact you. I said, my daughter gets older, why would she need your permission? Why in the fuck would she need your permission for? She doesn't need your permission. Yeah? So they treat you like a schmuck, mate. They treat you like a schmo. Alright? They talk to you like you're an idiot. They send you paperwork that they expect you to blindly sign off on. Sign off on it, mate. You have no choice, boys. No chances in family law court. None. Even if you do everything properly, legally, it only takes accusations. It doesn't take any facts. It doesn't take any actual things that have happened. It just takes accusations. That's it. That's all. It doesn't take anything else. No, I'm Australian, mate. I'm Australian. No. You're a pretty shit troll, Kevin. It's too early in the morning, mate. Cold and windy and rainy today, man. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to study, bro. I'm going to study paperwork. And study shit and read shit. Go on the computer and have it done by Monday. Have it done by Monday. I'll file the paperwork myself. I do it myself, boys. All I got to do is learn up on it and see what I got to do and that's what I do. Just sit there fucking filling it out, whatever I need to do. I don't give a fuck. Just do it anyway. And I can't believe it. I'm absolutely gutted. My own fucking lawyer. Really disappointed in the system, man. Really disappointed. It doesn't take anything except accusations. My ex would be just fucking wrapped. Just talk lies. Just lie your ass off and sweet. Just like when I was with you. No difference. Just exactly the same. Exactly the same. Just fucking lie. I'm not the only one. There's thousands of me, ABC. Thousands of me. But I am surprised about the lawyer. I really, really am. I never expected that to come out of the blue. I understand we've got this and, we've got this to deal with, but you're just wanting to give up. You're wanting to give up. You want me to sign everything over and walk away. And I just don't understand where you pluck that out of. But she's an accessor. You see, there's certain people in the aid thing, right? And now we're to a point where they're looking for any reason to not go forward with your case because it's $1,500 just to walk into the courtroom. That's what it cost. It costs $1,500. We've got the letters of demand. We've got the overdue letters of demand. They want to be paid. I don't have it. I'm on Centrelink. I don't know where they're expecting me to get it. So, I've put in for the thing, told them, rah, and I'll put the paperwork in. There's nothing I can, I don't know how you're expecting me. Why is it always the man? The man has to pay. I've got to pay. They don't have to pay. I do. Yeah? It doesn't cost them anything, mate. It never costs them a penny. It always costs the man. The man has to pay. All the time. You'll always be on the back foot, boys. I don't find any value in marrying them, having kids with them, moving them in. You're going to have years and years of heartache. Years and years and years of it. And at the end of the day, it's going to cost you everything that you ever had. Like absolutely everything. And they grab everything happily, gladly, and what they don't want, they throw in the bin. They don't have any second thought about it. You're the CUNT. You're the bad guy. You deserve it. You did this. You did that. Rah, 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 rah. They see nothing, no problem in anything that they've done or said or, because you're just such a bad guy. You're really, really bad guy, okay? Yeah, you're a really, really bad person. It's all part of the long con, mate. All part of the big game plan. That's why I don't fall into it. Because it was all part of the long con. It's all part of the fake fucking situation that I was in. It was fake. The whole thing was just fake as fuck. So I don't pretend it was anything else. There was nothing real about any of that. None of it. It was all fake. I don't have much luck, Ben. I don't have much luck in that situation. And I'm so sick of being the one that's to blame for everything. I am sick of it. These women, they have no accountability at all. It is always my fault. Always.
I have never met a woman that is accountable for her words and actions. Ever. Ever, ever, ever in my fucking life. You know, except for my sisters, you know, and my daughter. My daughter's is really good. My daughter's. But I've never, for me, no. I've never met any woman that is accountable for the abuse, the yelling, the screaming. You know, you come home from work and they've put you into the spare room, you know, and that's your life now.
You never go back into your marital bed. In fact, you've never slept in your marital bed.
You've never woken up in it. Okay? That's your marital bed, right? I paid for the fucker. Are you kidding me? And that's it, man. You never even. So, and that's supposed to be your rah-rah.
That fucking bullshit. The minute you're put into the spare room, mate, it's over. The minute you're put into the spare room, after that, you are a housemate. It doesn't matter if you're married to the person or that's your girlfriend.
You're a fucking housemate. That's all you are.
You're a housemate that pays for everything. Or you're expected to pay for everything.
So no, and there's no accountability at all. So even now, mate, but now,
see, there's nothing to complain about because that's what, 8 years ago? That's like fucking another life ago, right? And there's nothing more for these bitches to fucking complain about. So they just go along and fucking report you for shit that is complete bullshit.
Complete and utter lies. You know, you've got a DV order, you've got DV charges, DV accusation, you've got a current AVO. You're a very, you've got a lot of charges, Mr. Barker, to answer to. And I said, well, I don't have any. What do you mean? I don't have any of that. I've never had any. I don't know what you're talking about. And I've never even heard of DV until now. Until today. Until this meeting, walking in and seeing you. It's never been mentioned. DV has never been mentioned my entire case. And now apparently I'm that, am I? 3 years after, 3 years in court. Never been mentioned in three and a half years. Until now. So no, man, don't believe there. You know, you're a good dad. Your daughter loves you. You love your daughter. Don't ever lose sight of what your goal is, mate, what your path is. You know, you've got your aiding and caring report. That's the last time you've seen your daughter. And that's what you stand on.
You don't stand on things that are 2 years and 3 years later when you've had no contact. And they want to sit there telling you, you're this, you're this, you're this, you're this.
You've had no contact. And the last contact you had, here's the paperwork. I'm no danger to my daughter. That's my daughter. I'm not in any... But they'll create shit.
You know?
And I'm baffled about the... Are you in therapy? And I said to the lady, for what? For what exactly? Please, I want to know what I need therapy for. 3 years after not seeing my daughter, 3.5 years after, am I supposed to have been in therapy the whole time? I said, can you imagine going to a psychologist talking about a fucking ex-wife for 3 years? Like you'd be in a psych unit.
They would put you in a fucking psych unit. You know, you're not moving on. You're not getting on with your life. You're not moving forward. Rah, rah, rah.
You can't sit there for months and months fucking complaining about your ex-wife. What the fuck are you even on about? What do you want to do? Sit there for months and months complaining that you don't see your child?
Fucking, yeah, that's going to go down real well.
The psychologist is that's not her. She's going to tell you to move on, get your life together,
be better for your daughter when you see her. You know, your life needs to be better for her. So you get a job, get your stuff together, you know, come and see me in a couple of weeks' time and tell me how your progress is going. Mine got down to once every 2 weeks because I've got a job, I've got somewhere to live, I've got a car, I haven't done anything wrong. So it baffled me that they wanted me in therapy.
Fuck, how about you put the other chick in therapy?
How's that? How's that, mate? All women are perfect. That's what it comes down to. All women are perfect and men are the worst. Men are guilty of everything. Women need no therapy. They don't need to do parenting courses. They don't need to do psych courses or psychology reports or nothing. They're perfect. They're perfect. Oh, fuck off, Twist. Don't sit in my chat accusing me of fucking shit like that. Just fuck off. Fucking kaboom, cunt. You're fucking going in me jail. Don't sit in my fucking chat accusing me of shit, mate. You don't even know me. You know, especially when you want to accuse me like a fucking bitch without any fucking proof. Let me tell you, viewer, I'm a social media fucking movie star. Okay? There are entire fucking channels made about me. About me. My trolls, if I had any court date at all, there would be fucking videos. My trolls will tell me the next court date. They'll tell me. Trust me, man. If I was ever on any kind of charges at all, there would be videos all over TikTok, all over YouTube, showing you. There would. Okay, I know that. I've never had any even been questioned about such things. Okay. I did do therapy, man. I did 10 sessions. I did it, Gasson. I went there. I spoke to the lady. I got programmed. Like exactly what I've just said to you before. That's what the doctor was telling me. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to get your life together. It's time for you to improve yourself. When if you do see your daughter, your life is okay. I've got my own little place, man. I got a 1-bedroom apartment by the fucking ocean. Okay? You know, I had a job. I had a full-time job. I had a car. What do you want me to bitch to the lady about? Sit there talking over and over and over about your ex. The doctor's not going to allow that. That means that you're not moving on. Okay? So it's 10 times worse, mate. If you want to sit there up for 2 or 3 months after some fucking horrible bitch has gotten rid of you, and you want to sit there still complaining and crying and all that about her, oh, mate, that's not good at all for a man. So no doctor's going to put up with that. They're going to listen to you for 4 or 5 sessions, 6 sessions. You know, you can pour your heart out, right? Everything that's happened, okay? They've got all the paperwork. You have to give them all of your paperwork. Everything that's happened. They've got it all. You don't walk in there blind, okay? They've got the entire court portal to look at. So that's why it's the way it is. I didn't have a problem seeing the lady. I went every week, cost me $50 an hour. The lady said, it's time for you to get your life together. Exactly what I just said to you a minute ago. That's the doctor's words to me. So how are you going to back up the next week and have a cry about your ex? You see what I mean? You're going backwards. In the doctor's eyes, you're going backwards in your therapy. You're not going forwards. Which is a lot, you understand where I'm coming at? You understand, that's why it's not working the way you may presume that it does. Because that's not what happens in reality. You don't get to sit there for fucking 6 months, mate, crying about your ex-wife and you don't see your daughter. That's fucking ridiculous. Why would you give a woman that much power in your life? Why would you give her that power? This fucking, mate, that woman you're crying about, yeah, she's fucking another dude, mate. She does not give a fuck about you. Okay? She's already getting slammed, mate. And a lot harder than anything that you could ever fucking... Okay? They don't care about you, man. They don't care about you at all. At all. They hate you. They hate you, man.
Okay? They'll be cursing you, mate, while they're fucking their boyfriend. They'll be cursing you. You know? Oh, you had to marry them, by the way. You've got to put a house in their name, and bank account in their name, and have everything that way they want. Any new bloke that comes into their life, yeah, he doesn't have to do any of that.
He does not have to do a goddamn thing, and he's going to get absolutely smashed.
A lot better than you ever did. Fucking a lot better than you ever did. It doesn't matter if it's male or female. Why would it matter what therapist? That's the thing for men. It's family law court. You're not allowed to choose any therapist. You are only allowed to go to this therapist because her reports are the only ones allowed in court. Swear to God, you're only allowed to go and see the one particular lady. And she's the only one that the court accepts.
Normal psychology people, their reports are not accepted. Okay? That is correct, Ben. Yeah, that is what you're supposed
To do, buddy. You're not supposed to fucking sit there a month or 2, 3 months later and still fucking crying about a bitch that don't give a fuck about you, that betrayed you and fucking lies to you and fucking everything else.
Why would you waste your life, right? And the doctor would be the same. The only point was that they're expecting me now, 3 years later,
to have still been in therapy.
You know, they need a current therapist to say that you should see your daughter. I said, you've got a piece of paper that says I should see my daughter.
Yes, but it's not current.
Well,
It's not current. So apparently you've changed between getting the certificate that you're a good guy, good dad,
till now, because hey, we've got the family report that says you're this, this, and this, so you're going to need another report. You know, this one doesn't stand up anymore.
You see, they're looking for any reason because you're the man, to absolutely jam you.
Your lawyer is not there so that you get any kind of fatherly role and whatever with your children.
They are there to take that away from you. Your own lawyer. Okay? Your own lawyer
is looking for any reason to get you to sign anything at all. Oh, you didn't sign up for the Peter McCallum. It was some kind of centre. After 3 visits failed, you're supposed to go there, and I missed that part of it, right?
But they've never obeyed anything, ever, not a single word. I get into trouble because I didn't go up and sign rah. You see the difference?
I get into trouble for it. I get reprimanded because I didn't follow the order.
They've ignored the order, nothing, and there's not even a fucking mention of it.
There's nothing. They're looking for any reason because you're the man to get you on your shoulders, to get your children from you. That is how the system is set up. The system is not set up for you to see your children. It is, 80, 90% of the time is set up for you to lose your children.
Completely. No contact. I find that amazing. I've never met this person, mate, other than for 50 minutes at a meeting, family report meeting. I've never met the person ever. Mate, I walked in.
Because I've got 5 months wait.
So being a normal person, mate, I Google who it is.
I Google them. I read the reviews. Of the person. I'm kind of excited to go there, talk about my daughter, talk about whatever, yeah.
Mate, I walked in there and was sat down and was just accused.
Just bang, 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 you've got this, you've got this, you've got that. So the whole time was me going, I don't have that, miss.
I've never been in trouble for that. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never, it says there that I'm whipping my daughter. Whipping my daughter? I said to the lady, she's 5 years old.
She's a little tiny little girl. What are you talking about? Whipping my daughter? I've never laid a hand on her.
Yes, you did, Mr. Barker. These are very serious matters. This is what you've done. Like, she is totally convinced of everything that she has been told.
Everything. The person is telling me you've got this order, this order, this order, and I'm looking at it going, I don't have that. I don't have that. I've never been accused. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any of those things, miss, okay?
Yes, you do. You're lying to me. Yes, you do.
What do you want me to... They're the professional one, remember that. They're the highly paid professional. What I said to the lady, where's your proof? Where's your proof? Where's your paperwork? I don't have any. I've got no paperwork, miss.
She asked me, do you have any pictures on your phone of your daughter? I said, of course I do. I'm her father. She said, if you've got any pictures on your phone, I'm going to call the police and have you arrested. That's part of your order. You're not allowed to do this.
I said, well, A, I don't have an order, and B, here's my photos.
And fucking scroll down, showing her my daughter's pictures on my phone. I said, call the police. Call the police then. But that's what I was treated like. That's what happened to me. And that lady looked at me and said, I'm going to write in the report for you to never see your daughter again.
And I said, why would you do that? What father deserves to never see their children again? And more in things, what children deserve to never see their dad again? Why would you write that? And I've woken up, mate, that's not the first report. No, there's no way they can convince me that they have not put that down quite a few other times. Oh, mate, if it was that easy for this person to write it down in my report, I can
fucking guarantee you, sorry for swearing, that it only takes a couple of things for your ex-wife or ex-girlfriend to say to this person,
and you are going to have the same thing put down on your report. You really are. This person asks for no proof at all.
Just totally believes whatever female is talking to her. And if you're a man,
you're guilty. Even when you ask her for proof, have you got any of the proof of the accusations that you've... They don't need proof. They don't need it. That shit's you're hung without any chance, boys.
I knew there and then. I'm gone. I'm a dead man walking, mate. So you may as well go out and like give her let her know. You may as well, don't go out silently. Don't go out silently. Make sure you have your say. And I put it on her, where's the proof? Show me paperwork. What have you got? And then you want to switch it over to the picture on the phone. Great, call the cops.
Call them, miss. You've just threatened me with the police. You've just got done accusing me of this, this and this. So call them, okay? Because I'd like them here. I'd like a police report. I'd like a police report what's gone on today, okay? Yeah. And after that, she was just double pissed off with me. Like double pissed off, okay? Because I'm not just copping it on the chin and going, yeah, I'm this and this. Fuck that. I have never done anything like that. I am not going to fucking be told that I've done anything, rah. Here is my aiding and caring report. That's what I stand on. I stand on my aiding and caring report. And that's it. I don't stand on anything else. Everybody's concerned about the child's welfare, rah. The child's words, what she wants. Aiding and caring report. Show me where it says that my daughter doesn't want to see me. Show me where it says my daughter thinks I'm anything but dad. Show me where it says my daughter is asking to see me. Because it's all in there. That's my daughter. Okay? And from that date till now, my daughter is telling people she doesn't want to see me, doesn't want to know me, doesn't want to talk to me. We're talking about a fucking child, mate. And you're trying to tell me that child doesn't want to see their dad, and you want to blame me for it, but I haven't seen the child in all of this time, but it's my fault. And the last time I did see the child, here is my report. You can't say that anything happened. Here's the report. And it's my fault. How the fuck is that logical? How is that logical? It's not. You know, they've spent the last 3 years trying to find anything they can to
Get me to sign. Yeah? Get you to sign, buddy. Get you to sign. I don't do any of that stuff, mate.
I don't do any of that stuff. I don't like Sheilas in clubs, and I don't drink, and I don't have any UGSs, mate. I don't have any.
Never, but thank you. And I don't drink. I don't drink. You could buy me a chocolate milk.
Or a coffee milk. That'd be about it. Yeah, just a coffee milk. And for some reason, I like peace and quiet. I like peace and quiet. No, man, I'm just getting it through my head. Like, this happened yesterday.
It happened yesterday. And I honestly thought it was from another lawyer, like, not my lawyer.
I didn't think that these were my lawyer's words. And you're expecting me to sign off on it. You know, I spoke to the person. Am I reading this correctly? Your recommendation for my case,
in the interest of my child, is for me to sign over all parental rights, never see her again, and you want some kind of order placed on me to protect that I never speak about anything ever.
That's insane. Don't you understand that? That's fucking crazy from your own lawyer advising you. You know, I've got the paperwork, viewer. I've got the receipts.
So I'm not lying in any way, in any way. And it absolutely blew me away. You know, I didn't think a lawyer
would sell out their own client, sell you out. That's the simple terms for it. That's how we, the layman, would look at it. You have sold your client out without the other side even knowing. You want them to sign everything away before you even go into court because you don't want to go into court. You want to be able to send the paper across, they give a quick signature on it, and then they've got everything. You know, sole this, sole custody, sole responsibility. You are fucking gone, mate. Gone. You're expecting me to sign that over? Nah, I'll wait for my day in the court. I told the lady that. I'll wait for my day in the court. The only one that can take that from me is the judge. It's the only person that can take that from me. You can't just expect a father to sign over their rights, rah, because you want to accuse him of rah, and you've got no proof of anything. No, nothing. You are plucking it out of the air and saying you did this and therefore you should never see your daughter again. And you look at it and go, hang on a minute, 1 minute, I don't know anything about this, this and this. I've never done that. Where is your proof of anything? Just anything. And they look at you and go, well, I don't need any proof. You know, you've done it. You're guilty. And you look at it and go, hang on a minute, yeah, you do actually need some kind of proof. Because if not, anybody could accuse anybody of fucking anything and you would expect everybody to be put into jail based on your words. You expect what? You expect other third parties to react to your words without any fucking thing at all and go, yep, he did it. That's what he did. He needs to go to jail. And you're sitting there going, how? I didn't do any of that. That's fucking crazy. What the fuck are you talking about? That is why you need evidence and proof, you see, in a normal magistrate. This is not magistrate. This is family law. This is an entirely different world. And in there, they're encouraged. The female is encouraged because they know there's no accountability. They will never be asked a single fucking question about anything. And when they're found out, they just move on in the case. They don't reflect back how did they get into the court system. Yeah? I mean, there was an AVO presented, right, to the court. An AVO was presented as current AVO. It's gone from her lawyer to the clerk of courts, to the judge, to my lawyer, to me. I'm sitting there reading it, and all I had to do was scroll down half a page to the bottom, and there's a fucking date right there. It says quite clearly, in English, this shit is 4 fucking years old. It's 4 years old. It's out of date. So they were trying to slip it in as real, and it got through everybody except me, because I read it. So they're willing to do that to you. They're willing to do that to you. My own lawyer sitting there go, you've got an AVO, you've got to remove everything from the internet, never go back on the internet, never talk about anything. And I've gone, really? Hang on a minute. Because there's no fucking paperwork on my side, buddy. Fucking none. Okay? Now, I've been through the system, mate. I know how the shit works. If you've got an order and shit like that, they come knocking on your door, mate. They come knocking on your door, they deliver the paperwork to you, they explain the paperwork to you, and then that's it. They don't just give you paperwork in the computer and don't send you any paperwork. That is not how these things work. Yeah? And you're given paperwork. You have a copy of it. So none of that is, I don't know, I haven't done anything illegal. I have done nothing illegal in fucking 20 years. Oh, mate, what I call illegal. What I call, file your papers, yeah. Yeah, file your paperwork. Just try and learn what kind of paperwork you need to file them. And I'm trying to get the fucking power done. So that's what I'm doing today. Stay on the path. Yeah. Yeah, man, yeah. I have a feeling, mate, they're going to try and do their best to have my channel taken down or whatever you want to do. So I'm never able to talk about matters or whatever. I'm not allowed to talk about my own case because they do. This is not helpful for them. Giving away their game, mate, is not helpful. Showing the path that they put men on is not helpful to the system. Okay? Because you're giving it all away. Because I am telling you, man, even when you do everything legitimately, everything properly, and you've done everything, you will get to where I am, and your own fucking lawyer will send you a piece of paper recommending that you don't go further. Like fucking, and just to sign it over. Sign it over, boys. Okay, you're never going to be able to see your children ever again. So why don't you just sign the piece of paper and you can move on in your life. Of course, they need to be protected. And I said to the lady, protected against what? What are you expecting after 3.5, what, like fucking, hey, don't be fucking saying that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I have no intentions of doing anything. Fucking nothing. I live 15 minutes away. I dead set live 15 minutes away from where my daughter is. I've never, they're trying to, they wanted me banned from the school, banned from the fucking this, banned from that. And, this is my lawyer. This is my lawyer. My own lawyer fucking gave me up. Fucking totally just gave up. Just gave up. Completely, just gave up. And sent me a piece of paper saying you should do this, 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 and this. And you should have this on your name so you're never able to do rah-rah. And why would you want that on your client? I said to her, why? I said to the person, why, you are the only lawyer I've ever heard of that is trying to get an order on your own client. And he hasn't disobeyed the law at all. Why would you do that? Why would you want an order on your own client? You know what I mean? Like, if that's not shafting you, if that's not giving you up, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. Your own lawyer is not supposed to do that, viewer. They are not supposed to send a letter through saying these things to you. They're basically acting as your ex's lawyer. The words on the piece of paper are not from your lawyer. It is from your lawyer, but it's written in a way that sounds like it's from the other side's lawyer. This is what they are wanting. They are wanting this, full custody, full this, full that. You to be totally banned from the internet for life. Fucking life? Where the fuck did you get that from? Like, I just started, I can't believe this fucking, my own fucking lawyer. What the fuck? Is not interested in fighting for us. Is not interested in fighting for me and my daughter. Is not interested in fighting at all for my father's rights or my daughter's rights to see her father. Has no interest in that. She wants the case over before she walks in the door. She doesn't want to go into the court. She wants to be able to fill out a little deal, get it signed, and then they don't have to go to court no more. Okay? It's a non-winnable thing because, it's a non-winnable, so we don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. Fuck. No, not at all. No. This is purely a legal aid thing. They don't want to pay for the court. They don't want to pay for the time for the lawyer. And, the other side isn't agreeing to anything. There's never an agreeable thing. So you're never, in their eyes, you're never going to be out of court. Because I've told them over and over, they're never going to obey anything. It doesn't matter what you say. There needs to be a penalty applied. There needs to be things applied to it, rah. Yeah, they don't want to take that path. They've got a fucking report writer that says that you should never see your daughter again. Well, they're hanging on to that with fucking the grasp of their fingers, mate. They're totally relying on that. So everything that you've done, all of your reports, everything like that is meaningless. Meaningless. Because we've got this report right here. And that suits what we want. That suits our agenda. So we're going to stick with that. Okay? And then they'll tell you it's in the interest of your child. I love that shit, dude. It's in the interest of your child that your child never sees you again. Is that logical to you? Is it logical to you as a normal human being, okay, the untrained layman, that in the interest of your children, that your children should never see you again? Does that really sound like the interest of your children? Come on, man. You don't have to be a genius. One minute, man. Yeah, I stand on the ADN caring report. Yep. If you read it, guys, you would be the same way. Why would you give up on your children, mate? When your children are telling the report writer that they actually want to see you and they miss you and they love you, and they're asking the report writer, when am I seeing my daddy again? They're going through the front door of their house and they're apologising to their mum. They're saying, Daddy said he was sorry. Daddy said he was sorry. Can he come home now? Can Daddy come home now? Does that sound like a child that doesn't love their dad?
What, are you kidding me? No, mate. I've got my 80 and caring report. And I'll stick with that. If it's all supposed to be in the interest of the child, then I'm hoping that the judge reads it. Yeah? Because that's what I stand on. They're standing on the family report. That's what they're standing on. They're going, he's a CUNT, he's this, he's abused, he did this, he did this, he did this. The report writer has wrote it all down. You know, I've abused him, I was slapping my daughter. Like, she's 5 years old. I never laid a hand on her, ever. Anybody that watched my streams back then knows what kind of a dad I was. And knows that, that's just impossible. Fuck impossible, mate. We're talking about the little one that we went and played, just everything, man. Everything that we went through. No, man. My little girl was with me in the garage every single morning at 8 o'clock. As soon as she woke up with her little jammies, she would come out with her iPad and she would sit with Dad in the bed. Okay?
She's not in there with her mum. She's in there out the back with her dad. She was with me.
And that's the truth. No one can take that from me. You can't take that from me. Yeah? My daughter would sit with me for a little while and then in the bed with her iPad, I used to just sit there looking at her. She's so beautiful. And then I'd get up and get changed. And then I think around 8:30, they would get called in to get changed for school. And I'm the one that was there during the afternoon. I can never be denied. You can't tell me I fucking didn't. But I was there every day for my daughter to pick her up for school. And I'm the one that cooked for her, cleaned for her, took care of her. Gave her the showers and when she showered and bathed and all that kind of stuff. No, enjoy your life.
No, Jerome, just enjoy your life.
Just enjoy your life, mate. Don't worry about fucking all that shit.
Long, healthy life. You might walk out on the road, mate, and get fucking run over.
What the fuck are you talking about? All your plans in the world, mate, don't mean shit. You could walk outside and some cunt fucking does you, mate. You didn't plan for that, did you? You know what I mean? Just enjoy your life, mate.
Try and meet someone that actually loves you. Try and meet someone that actually, and if they don't, get the fuck out. And don't be buying no property with women. Don't be in that fairyland that they love you and we're always going to be together. And, that's our family and that's our family home. And we're going to build a life together. Yeah, that shit fucking, that doesn't exist. That's in fucking Disneyland. That's in Disneyland, mate. I don't care, mate. I don't care about any of that. They be dropping like flies, yeah, Ben, yeah, because they done the jabby, mate. They done the jibby jabby, bro. Huge mortality rate in the 6 to 12 months to 2 years later after the jibby jab. Huge. You've got men out there that exercised all the time, right? Exercise, right? They had a couple of jibby jabs, and mate, they start running, and the heart starts to pump more, and I'm telling you, man, they drop dead of a heart attack. Okay, and that's why the sportsmen were getting killed over, mate. Proper sportsmen out on the field, fucking bang straight over. So I'm a bit hesitant in it. That's why I don't go running or exercising or whatever. Fucking, yeah, man. I think that accelerates it, man. I know that's it's a bit out there in that, but yeah, man.
Yeah, plus there's a lot of stress, mate. There's a lot of stress. Surviving, just normal survival. You know, there's a lot of stress, man. You try going through the family law court for 3.5 years. You try. You know, you got your paperwork, doesn't mean anything. It just gets ignored. And you're sitting there in there on the defence all the time. It is a non-stop fucking stress. Non-stop stress, mate. You find yourself, you don't eat, you don't sleep, you know. Yeah, you're finding it. You find it hard to keep pumping, bro. So a lot of men give up. It's a huge mortality rate. You can Google it. Huge mortality rate after family law court for men. It's huge. I mean, you get put through the ringer, and at the end of the day, your own lawyer will fucking give you up. Your own fucking lawyer. Your own lawyer will tell you, oh no, well, we just can't win. We've got no chance. So look, why don't we just sign it all over now and save us going to court? Oh, fucking, that's their logic. That's your own lawyer's logic. And I said, well, we haven't lost yet. We haven't been to court. I said, I'd rather, have the judge tell me that. Oh no, it's not worth the time. It's not worth our expense. It's not worth going. You're going to lose. We can't be on the losing end of it. Rah rah. Your ex will be very proud of him, mate. Your ex-wife or your ex-girlfriend, she'll be really proud of him because she hasn't had to do anything. She doesn't even know about it. They're doing it all behind the fucking closed doors, mate. Fucking for her. We're going to send you a piece of paper. He signed off on it. You sign off on it, and you get to walk away with everything that you fucking want. Everything, plus more, because we're going to add more into it, because we're not happy, mate, it's you got no fucking chance. You really don't. You got no chance at all. So you lose your children, you lose everything, you lose your whole life, you lose your time, you've lost your 6 years or whatever of your life. They get to move on completely whole, including the property, everything included in the property, your stuff, whatever you had in the property. Well, she'll decide what she likes and what she doesn't like, and what she doesn't like goes in the bin. Everything else, anything else that she doesn't remind you of her, doesn't remind her of you, yeah, that all gets thrown away. Can't have those memories because you're really, really bad. I've got a new guy. He's a great guy. Oh, he's the best guy in the world. I really, really love him. He's just the best. He's just the best. The only problem is, mate, I want you to remember, the same person that was telling you how much they love you and how much of a great guy you are and a good husband you are is telling the same thing to somebody else. Okay? Now, you know what that person's love means. You know what that person's love is worth. Okay? So now they're telling somebody else that. Have a fucking giggle to yourself. Because you know that their fucking words mean that. And their promises mean fucking that. And when they tell you, I love you, I'll only ever be with you, we'll always be together, it means that. That's what it means. Fucking jack shit. That's what it's worth. Fucking nothing. Nothing. You've already heard those words. You've heard how much of the meaning they had and what they were worth. And your ass was in a spare room. You spent your entire relationship in a spare room. But they love you. They love you, mate. Okay? They love you. That is correct, Ben, yeah. They'll completely drop you the minute you're not paying. 100%. 100%. Yeah. 100%, yeah. or if they think they're going to lose. You know, if they think that they're going to lose.
Then they want you to sign over, because they don't want to go into court and you lose, because they're the lawyer. Okay? So they'll advise you to
Sign this and sign that, and that's the best option that you have for any future contact. And I thought to myself, future contact will have nothing to fucking do with you.
and you'll have no fucking control over any future contract. When she is old enough, when your children are old enough to contact you, they don't need a fucking lawyer's permission to do it. They don't need that fucking person's permission. They don't need the court's permission. They just make a phone call. Hi, Dad.
They don't have to make any ask permission. So they give you nothing. They give you nothing and present it as they're doing you a favour. Okay? And they don't fucking like it when you say, hang on a minute, how are you doing me a favour? You know, how? How are you doing me a favour, miss? You know, my daughter, you're going to put a clause in there if my daughter ever wants to contact me, rah. How has it got anything to fucking do with you? Absolutely nothing to do with you. You have no control over my daughter, whether she contacts me in the future. She doesn't need your permission when she's older to contact me. So how are you doing it? That's not a favour. I hate that when they sit there thinking and pretending that they're doing you a favour. And you sit there and go, and you agree with it. And in your brain you're going, that's not a fucking favour. That's not a favour. So I bring it up and said, that's not a favour. You're not doing me any favours. You know, when my daughter's old enough to contact me, she doesn't need your permission. Why would she need a clause in some family order somewhere? You know, she won't even know about it. She won't even have the paperwork. Yeah? I don't give a fuck what you can listen to, Ben, and what you can't listen to. Doesn't matter. Go. What the fuck, man? You don't like it? There's the door. I don't care. Doesn't matter. I've lost so many viewers, mate. It won't matter to me. I've lost so many supporters. It doesn't matter to me. Okay? I don't care about that. I don't care. You know? I don't care. Stay on your path, mate. Have a good day. You don't have to tell me when you leave. You can just fuck off. How's that? You don't have to tell me anything. I'm a big boy. I'm a grown man. I've got my long boy pants on. I've got my big boy pants on. Yeah, you don't need to tell me when you leave. You can just go. Okay? Nothing. I was, I was talking about it and everyone's complaining, so. No, it's okay when I'm talking about your stupid fucking vaccines and what you want me to talk about. That's acceptable. The minute I'm talking about what I want, no, I'm out. See you later. I've got to go. You know, I don't like this conversation. Tea, man, tea. Tea, mate, tea. Nice cup of tea, mate. Does the world of good. I don't know what else to talk about. You can choose a subject if you want and we can talk about that. That's fine. I don't actually give a fuck about anything though, just so you know. I don't actually care about anything. So don't expect me to actually care, okay? Yeah, I'm Australian, mate. I live in Frankston. Yeah, I talk about things that are important to me. You know, what's going on in my life. This is my live stream. You know, they complain about any subject that I talk about. I talk about the Zios, they complain.
I talk about Gaza, they complain. I talk about fucking the movie stars or the Tuckers or the fucking, they complain. You know, I talk about Charlie Kirk, they complain. There's every fucking subject they complain.
Okay? They're happy when I'm off the net, when I don't come online. Then they're happy. If I go on TikTok, they report straight away. I last a couple of minutes and they've gotten rid of me for a whole week. An entire week. A fucking 10-second video. That's all it takes. A 10 fucking second video, mate. And I get a week's ban on TikTok. A 10-second video. Yep.
I said that all men are bad. That's what I said on TikTok. All men are bad. I said it with a smile on my face, and that got me a week. Hate speech. Hate speech.
There's 2 people in the fucking chat. We have a generation of absolute pussies. You know, and they are able to complain and report, and that's exactly what they do. They report everything, anything. You know, they're not happy with what you've spoken about, how you've said it, what you've said. You know, they've got to report. They don't like it. You know, it's like every person that comes in, right? I've got to only talk about what they want to talk about, as long as they want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Each individual person that comes in, I'm only allowed to talk about what they want me to talk about. It's fucking, it's impossible, man. It's impossible. I don't care about fucking Transformers. I don't care. I don't have no interest in talking about them at all.
None at all, mate. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. They're going to fucking need it, mate.
Good luck to them. Just stay out of the schools. Stay away from the kids. That's all I fucking complain about. Just stay away from the kids. Okay? Because our governments, all the governments of the world are the same. They want to tear apart and destroy the family unit. Just destroy it. Absolutely fucking annihilate it. And they will find any reason to do that. And that's why family court is the way it is. They're not there to bring the family together, or not the family, just the kids together with the other side. They're not there for that. Not unless you're a woman. Then they're there for that.
But if you're a man, they're not. They're fucking not. They do everything they can so that you don't see your children.
They just adjourn and adjourn and adjourn and adjourn and adjourn. 6 months, 3 months, 5 months. They just keep adjourning. That's all they fucking do is adjourn and blame you. They blame you, and then you know you've got to give proof and proof and proof and proof. Yeah. But other than that, the world's fucked. The world's totally fucking destroyed. It's. What do you want me to say? You want me to fucking tell you shit you already know about? You want me to repeat stuff that's already been on every fucking social media channel there is, trying to get as many views as they can?
You already know the world's fucked. You already know that we're never-ending war. You already know that Ishmael has only just started. It'll be the next 10 years of perpetual war.
Every single country around is going to get fucking shaboomed, mate. Every single one. All the countries around it. It is going to commit Gaza in every fucking country. Every country. Don't you see? Don't you understand that it just changes the language from Hamas to Hezbollah? That's it. Now we need to bomb Hezbollah. You know, Hezbollah is our main thing. You know, like it's the next perpetual war victim is Hezbollah. Everybody's Hezbollah. Everybody, Lebanon, Yemen, everybody, Beirut, Iraq, everybody Hezbollah. Nurses, doctors, media. Don't you understand? That's the game.
I don't support any of them, mate. I support Australia. You know, I don't. We are fucking plebs, mate. We are plebs. You're a pleb. I'm a pleb. What the fuck you think? You're a pleb.
Okay. If you think you're going to change with the government, you're dreaming. All of your protesting, all of your
all of your fucking shit. Yeah, that's done. They allow you to do that. Australian government allows you to do it because it divides. It divides everybody. It divides everybody, and that's what they want. When you're divided, it's easier for them to bring in laws, bring in new things. You know, that's what they allow you to do it, so they can bring in new laws. They can bring in new and ban whatever they don't like. They'll just ban it. They'll just call you a fucking whatever they did with the other Palestinian movement. They just ban it. You know, you're the terrorist group. You are. They just ban you. Okay? And I swear to God, they all get photographed. If they've got anything at all, buddy, they're going to get a knock on the door a week later. None of them are safe. None of them. You know, they think they're safe here. No. These people have control everywhere they go. They're under full control. And they don't even, you know, they know it. They run the shit. And if you pipe up too much, that's it for you. That's it for you. You're done. Okay? They get rid of you. Very sad, you know, in front of his wife and children. Very sad. You know, no excuses for it. But even in America, mate, you're such fucking schmucks. You know, you're cancelling everybody. You're cancelling everybody. Okay, everybody loses their job. Everybody, for their mere mention of whatever they don't like, you lose your job. That's not what Charlie Kirk stood for, mate. He stood for free speech. You could say whatever the fuck you like. You don't like it, too bad. We live in America. But now they've got a reason to usher in new laws. Okay? They're going to bring in new free speech laws, you know, anti-hate speech laws, all of these different kinds of laws. And that's what a government loves to do. Okay? So it lets it all happen, okay? And then it brings in the laws after it to govern it so that... I mean, you can't even protest in Australia, mate. You need a permit. You need a permit. You need permission. You need permission from the fucking government and the police, mate, to even have a protest. Otherwise, they call it an illegal protest, and they come and arrest everybody. They arrest everybody because it's illegal. You have no permit. You have no permit. I'm sick of all these fucking flags everywhere. I really am. I'm done with that. You can stick your flag in your ass. I am fucking sick of it. I really am. I am sick of the genocide regime's flag everywhere. You know, the genocide regime is. Not in Australia. We don't have that here because you'd have people protesting out the fucking front. You'd have, you know, over here, no, you'd have people protesting out the front. You want to put the flag, that flag up. Yeah, that's not going to go down too well. The other flag they'll cop, but it's going to get to a point, man, because you burnt the Australian flag at your protest. The Palestinian people, they burnt the Australian flag, okay, at their protest. I don't know you fucking nothing now. Nothing. You can fuck you and the whole fucking lot of you and every flag that you fucking got, and all of your cunts need to get on a fucking boat and fuck right off. All of you do. That's my answer to all of it. You burnt the flag, get the fuck out of the country. And you stand for that, you can be on the carrier pigeon next door to him. So no, I don't. That's why I don't follow any of their fucking bullshit, mate. I don't go to the protests. I don't take my stream there. I'm not interested in sitting there watching a whole bunch of fucking flags that aren't Australian, and then when Australian flag's presented, they want to chase it down the street. They want to chase the person down the street, get rid of them. And then they took the guy's flag and they burnt it. They burnt the flag. Like, fuck you. Mate, I don't know what I would have been like, mate, if I was there. I wouldn't be able to stand there and watch some fucking dog fucking burn my Australian flag. It's going to be fucking on, mate. It's going to be on. It's going to be on. And I'm going to do everything I can to rescue that flag, whether it's fucking burnt or not.
I'm going to do everything I can to rescue that fucking flag, mate. So, no, I don't agree with any of it. I don't agree with it, mate. I'm not on board with all their fucking protesting.
Plus, the Australian government doesn't give a fuck. The people in power, they don't give a fuck.
In case you haven't noticed, man, nothing has changed. Nothing at all. No, nothing. No sanctions, nothing.
Don't you understand that? It's fucking... The people in charge are not you. They're not you.
As George Cullen used to say, you know, it's a big party and you're not invited.
You're not invited, mate, to the party. Okay?
We've got our little thing over here, mate. Okay? We've got our little agreements.
You know, we're not... There's no chance, mate, that our own country will sit back, and every other fucking country around it, all the Western nations, will sit back and watch this happen, mate, without anything at all. And what it does is that this is not...
Any other country now can do what Israel is doing. They can do it because they've got that as a base drop and say, well, look, they did it. They did it. Yeah.
I was done for a purpose, mate. It was done for a purpose. I don't know who this crazy fucking guy is. It's, you know, rah, he's got the things and the thing and the bullets, and I just shook my head at that.
There's just too many things that don't add up. You know, I mean, they've even got a full confessional letter from the guy to his boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the fuck it is,
detailing step by step on what he did.
Detailing it. Step by step. I've never heard anybody write that down like that. A full confession to the person that they're banging. I've never ever... But hey,
it's America.
It's America.
Fuck. Real shame, man. I think that guy would have been like a future presidential nominee. You know, he had a chance of being president, mate, that Charlie Kirk. You know, people don't like him, whatever, rah, mate.
Hey, I didn't like a lot of the things he was saying either. It doesn't mean I want him fucking ectate. You know what I mean? Or anybody else for their opinion, for that matter.
Just because I don't agree with something doesn't mean that I want to do harm to the person. You know, I can just move on.
You know what I mean? I can scroll up, scroll down, put it on block, put it on mute. I certainly wouldn't sit there stewing on it, rah. That's what happened to me. I seen Charlie talking about back ages ago how he really supported Ishmael. He was like, I swear to God, I've never seen someone like just really, everything is sweet. Whatever they're doing, he stuck up for them like no tomorrow, okay? He was the gung-ho for fucking Israel for years, for ages. And he was getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars, okay, for doing that, okay? That in donations from these particular supporters. But then he turned. You can't deny what's going on. You cannot deny the videos that you're watching. You cannot deny that it's there in 4K in front of you. And then the ministers come on to him talking, and they're acting like they've done nothing. They're acting like they're fucking innocent little sheep, okay? And they're fucking lying to him. They're lying to his face. And he's seen the videos. He's seen the evidence. And they're fucking lying to him. So he turned, mate. And all of those supporters that gave him millions and millions of dollars, the Jewish supporters, yeah, once he turned, well, mate, what do you think? They've given him millions and millions of dollars, okay? You know, they've invited him to Israel, mate, to kiss the wall, come to the synagogue, eat a few fucking yakshas, you know, come and see where Jesus walked, rah. That's all bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. That's, you know, yeah, he turned him down, man. He turned him down. And then he went to a meeting in the White House, Bibi and Mr. like an Orange Man, And he's seen how much control that Bibi had. You know, Trump is silent. Bibi's doing all the talking. Bibi's telling him what he needs to do and not talk about and this talk about. And, you know, he's trying to bring him on side. He's trying to get him back on side again. Inviting him over to Israel. Let's go over and have a holiday. Get back to the roots of you know. And Charlie's not falling for it anymore. At all. You know, Charlie's America, 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 right? He's gone into the Oval Office. He has seen the President of the United States sit there silently while a foreign country dignitary is dictating to him, an American citizen, what he should and shouldn't be doing and talking about, and that he's not happy about what he's done. So he turned, bro. He fucking turned. Now he's in front of thousands of people, millions and millions of views on the internet, 94 million views on one video alone. 94 million. He is reaching a huge audience with what he is saying. And now he's saying that that's an absolute genocide, and this is happening, and that's happening, and this. He is against them. He is speaking out against them. Okay? Millions and millions of views, thousands of people watching every single day he goes to the uni. No, mate, he's going to bring a lot of harm. He is going to turn a lot of voters. He is going to awaken a lot of voters. He's going to put things in their head that they never even thought was fucking possible, and make them think about it. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, that's all it takes, mate. Is that instead of them being 100% rah-rah, you put that idea in there and let it grow. Yeah, let the seed grow, let the plant grow. And that's what they're afraid of. That's what the establishment is afraid of. You know, and they've passed the buck off to some loner that, you know, he had a fucking thing at the uni with a month earlier. He had a discussion, whatever, you know, as part of one of his days. They're trying to say that that's the guy that got on top of the building and did that. There he is right there. It just doesn't. You know, it's the same as saying Lee Harvey Oswald was in the building. Lee Harvey Oswald did it. He's the sole person that did it. He's the only person that did it. You know, he walks out of the cop station. He says, "I haven't been charged with anything. They haven't even. I haven't heard about this until you've asked me now, and you're the reporter." That's what he told the reporter, Lee Harvey. And then he's turned away from the reporter and walked down. Bang! Ruby jumps out and fucking does him, because they don't want him to talk. They don't want him to ask any questions. Okay, whether he did it or not doesn't matter. He's fucking gone now. So now they can say he's the lone gunman. He did it. He did it all on his own, and he did it from there, and he was able to do it. And you know, they've come out with forensics since saying it's just not fucking possible. You know, there's bullets flying everywhere here. We've got fucking 3 shooters, man. We've got fucking, you know, he's the only one that did it. Yeah, it's the same as what's happening now. No, that's how I look at it. He's the Lee Harvey Oswald of 2025. And then it ties back to Epstein. You know, like I'd forgotten about the fucking pedo, right? But it all ties back to him. You know, like it really does. The information and everything like that. They don't want Charlie talking about that. You know, Charlie was really saying, why didn't Trump release the documents? Why didn't Trump release this? Why didn't Trump do that? You know, they don't want that. They don't want a guy that's got millions of fucking views asking these kind of questions, mate. Okay? And then, how does this work, mate? Israel is 14 hours behind the USA. Okay? Charlie Kirk gets fucking ectate, he gets assassinated. Straight away, within minutes, the US government and Israel, at the exact same time, send condolences. The exact same time. You know? And then Bibi's had to come out since and make statements saying, we had nothing to do with it. We had nothing to do with it. I don't see any other fucking country coming out and saying, hey, we had nothing to do with that, but only Israel does. Only Israel comes out and says, you know, hey, we've got nothing to do with that. We would never do that. Rah, 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 rah.
Says the guy that has assassinated an entire fucking government not more than
2 or 3 days ago. Assassinated the entire fucking government of another country. That's the same guy, right? Same guy committing the GAZA in, yeah, that same guy. Says he's got nothing to do with it, nothing to do with me. I'm an innocent person, I would never do that. The same guy is in 7 war fronts. 7 different countries. They're bombing 7 different countries right now. So if you want to believe them, go right ahead. I don't believe anything they tell anybody, these people say. It's up to you. Yeah, support your own country, man. Don't supporting fucking other people's countries. And there's thousands and thousands of them, mate, and there's no Aussie flags. There's no Australia flags, mate. And apparently they, you know, I was watching, they chased the people away.
And they got hold of the Australia flag and bent it. So no, I
don't like any of them.
I don't fucking like any of them. Okay?
And then you got people on fucking TikTok who call themselves Palestinian this and Palestinian that. And they don't even fucking support them. They don't ever fucking talk about it in their own lives, mate. They've got their own name. It's called Palestinian this, Palestinian that. Before they had the flag behind them, they were so proud, you know, they'd get the Muslim people in and get all their fucking money off them writing gifts. As soon as it fucking went down in Gaza, mate, they removed the flag. They removed the flag. Okay? They're not there to support their own people, mate. Their own fucking people. So why in the fuck would I? Yeah?
Why in the fuck would I? Yeah? I mean, it's taken until now for all the Arab states to get together. I can't wait.
I can't wait. Let Israel go in now and bomb another country.
Let them go in and bomb fucking rah and see what the fuck happens.
Because I think all of these Arab states, mate, are going to get together. They've already signed an agreement.
120 fucking countries or whatever signed an agreement against Israel. You get it?
Every fucking one of them. Qatar, Yemen,
Iraq, Iran, all of those countries, all of them. Every single country that's around Israel has signed an agreement.
You bomb one, you're bombing it all. You bomb one, you bomb it all. We're all going to fucking, right?
Yeah, Kiwi, I just want to keep out of it, mate. I want them all out of their fucking country. Don't bring them here. Don't fucking bring them here. We've already got enough to fucking deal with over here. You know, you want to burn Australian flags. You want to fucking go into the city, block it all off, block off the fucking bridges, fill it up with your flags. And in reality, the government don't give a fuck. Our government does not give a shite, mate, at all. So no, and then I witnessed them burning the flag, burning the Australian flag. That's it for me. I don't want to fucking bar you. You can all get fucked. Get the fuck out of my country. Get out of my country. Go back. Go back to wherever you need to come from. And then if they want to argue with that, the second thing you fucking tell them is, mate, how's Centrelink? How's fucking Centrelink suiting you, buddy? Okay, because all of these cunts are on fucking settlement, on Centrelink, mate. None of them have got a fucking job. They all get Centrelink. So while you're burning my fucking flag, you've got your hand out collecting Centrelink. Yeah? So no, mate, I have no fucking faith or anything. I don't follow any of that shit. My government's going to photograph every one of you. And if anybody that's on a microphone, I can fucking guarantee you've definitely had your photo taken. And if they can find any fucking reason at all to come for you, they're going to come for you. They're going to knock on your door, okay? Fucking, I swear to God, you'll be lucky if we don't have the same hate speech laws that they've got in England, okay? I'm really surprised the Australian government hasn't hooked onto it already for power. Because now they're arresting people for tweets. You know, you leave a comment on Facebook, they arrest you.
There's a guy that is doing 30 months jail, mate, because he said, "Who is Allah?" at a protest. That's all he said. "Who is Allah?" on a sign. Hate speech. 30 months jail. 30 months. 30 months jail. So no, mate, they can all fucking shit back. Get the fuck out of here. Get on your fucking boat. Get in your fucking carrier pigeon on your plane and get the fuck out of here. Okay? Because once you get established, you know, you don't integrate. You don't integrate. You want fucking laws. You want laws covering you. And if you could, you would live under Sharia. Never forget that, viewer. Okay? All you got to do is ask them. They cannot fucking deny. If you say to them, would you prefer Sharia law or would you prefer the law that you live under now, that you collect Centrelink under? All of them will tell you Sharia. Every single one of them. All of them would prefer to live under Sharia law. Yeah? But only in a free country. Only in a free country. You know, they want to change the law here and then they'll move to a free country. They'll go to another country. They'll go somewhere else. How's the benefits over there? What do you get over there? They'll move to another country where they're allowed to fucking run their mouth. And then they'll tell you how Islamic phobic it is and fucking, same as Israel, so that they use the anti-Semitic fucking thing, okay? To get control, to control your speech, to control your actions, control what you're allowed to do and say. It's the same as here. They'll introduce new laws. You watch, bro. They'll introduce them, man. Did you know in 1 month, in 1 month's time in Australia, the law changes here? Did you know that in regards to the internet? You won't be able to go on the internet without a digital ID. Everywhere you go, whatever the fuck you do in Australia, you're going to need a digital ID. You can't come on the stream. You won't be able to come in the stream. I won't be able to have the stream. You won't be able to do anything without a digital ID. That comes into effect next month in Australia. So enjoy your freedom. Because soon you won't even be able to go on the internet without a digital ID. And everywhere you go, you've got to clock in. You've got to clock in with your fucking digital ID, mate. Even to do a search on Google, you have to clock in your digital ID. Just for a search. So, you know, in Australia they work slower, but they get the laws in permanently. That's it. It becomes like fucking China, bro. You'll have the digital system, you'll have the digital ID, you'll have the digital money, you'll have the digital, you know, where you get into trouble if you do something wrong and they can fine you straight out of your account. Bang. It's all linked. It's all linked together. Thank you, Kiwi. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Bless you, man. Bless you. In England, you're fucked. Because it's pound, right? You're fucked. You are fucking doomed in England, mate. You really are. Absolutely fucked. You know, 4 or 5 years ago, I was telling you, man. I was telling the English people, you are fucked in a few years' time. You're okay right now because they don't have political power. There was no political power for them back then, 4 or 5 years ago. Nowadays, they have full political power and they are gaining more power every year. Every year. Once they have political power, they can change the laws. They can make their own laws. They can enforce their own laws upon you. And there's nothing you can do about it because they are the mayors, the council members, and the people that are in charge, the seats of power, will be Muslim. They'll all be Muslim. Every single council person, every mayor, every town, every township you go to, everywhere you fucking go, that is who will be a mayor. Your Christmases will be cancelled, Easter, Father's Day, Mother's Day, any Western thing that you would normally celebrate, yeah, you can forget that. Haven't you noticed how it gets cancelled every year? Have you ever noticed that? Because it happens in Australia the same way. Like they'll announce an Easter parade
They'll announce Santa coming to visit, okay? And they'll advertise it all the way up until the day before. All the way up till the day before. And then it gets cancelled on the day before it's meant to happen or the morning that it's supposed to happen for public safety. Yep, public safety. That's what they'll cite. It's public safety. We just can't, we don't know what might happen, so we're just going to have to cancel it. We're really sorry. There's just nothing we can do about it. Ramadan never gets cancelled. Ramadan is full-on speakers with their fucking thing prayers and everything like that. Full-on. But Father's Day, Mother's Day, Easter, Christmas, cancelled. Every fucking year. Every year. Cancelled. Because they don't approve. They don't really want it happening. And if you're going to have a parade down the road, who's going to protect you? There's no bollards of peace, steel fucking things all the way along the road and steel bollards in the middle of the road. Because without that, you can't even have a parade. You can't even do that. Because some fucking Allah Akbar fucking desert fucking rat is going to drive a car through the fucking joint or drive a truck through the fucking joint. That's the last time you're ever going to have a fucking parade, ever. They did that in Australia, mate. They did that in Melbourne. They drove through the city and just fucking run people over. Run them over, mate. Yelling out, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah, and just running people over as they went in the mall. They went into the mall. And that's why you go in the mall now and there's steel bollards everywhere. Everywhere you go, huge steel bollards so that they can't drive a car through the fucking joint, mate. So no, good luck to you. England's gone. England's gone. They're graping your children, mate. They're taking over entire fucking centres. Ireland is just as bad. There are more illegal immigrants sleeping in a fucking hotel than there are residents of the town. They import more fucking illegals, mate, than what are actual residents. The people that live there. So now when those people walk out on the street, it's like 3-1. There are fucking these illegals everywhere just hanging out. Your women can't even walk down the road. They get grabbed and raped. Even your children, mate. Because remember, their book says from the age of 6. From the age of 6 years old. Can be consummated at the age of 9. So in their fucking desert rat mind, children are open thing, man. That's all part of our religion. That's part of our culture. That's why they don't get into trouble. It takes a huge, big thing for them to go to jail. Huge. Okay? Because they just say it's part of my culture. I didn't understand. Rah, 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 rah. And they let them back out again. They let them back out on the street. They don't even, it takes 2 or 3 times for them, 6 times for them getting caught in order for them to do jail. Because the government doesn't want to go against their culture on how they were raised. Yeah? So you bring the shit fucking bullshit to, that sick fucking mentality, that camel herding fucking mentality to your country, and you're supposed to adapt to something that's fucking ancient, fucking hundreds of years old fucking shit. Yeah? I don't know. They want to take over the lot, mate. Yeah, well, that's the best way you can keep them away, mate. Is you eat bacon. Oh, they fucking hate me, mate. I go on TikTok and I'll go on there just cooking a pork chop. Just cook a pork chop. Oh, it's a lovely juicy pork chop it is. Look at that pork chop. It's fucking oink, 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 oink on fucking TikTok, mate. You should see them there. They explode. They go out, they just go mental at me. How dare you, rah, rah. Generally, I get kicked off straight away. Just for that. Cooking a fucking pork chop, mate. They can get you for abuse. And you haven't said anything. You just said, oh, what a great pork chop it is. Look at that pork chop. Isn't that juicy? Fucking, fucking pork chop, mate. They hate the pork chop.
LordDobbyKing@gmail.com is my PayPal. If you wanted to fucking chuck me a chocolate milk, that's direct to me. LordDobbyKing@gmail.com is my PayPal. Okay.
Other than that, you're just keeping me company for the day. It's Friday, I believe. Yeah, Friday. Just keeping me company, mate. I woke up really early. I didn't sleep a lot last night. Mate. So I woke up really early. And I thought, maybe I'll have a sleep later. My head numb thinking about the fucking next month. It just goes numb. my brain goes numb. Yep, goes numb. Can't think properly, mate. But I gotta get some paperwork done. To be honest, I gotta fill out shit, mate. A friend of mine was playing Diablo 4. Is that any good? Diablo 4. I didn't go and look it up. Like, I can't afford to buy the game anyway, so that's why I didn't look it up. I thought, what's the point? What's the point in me looking at a game that I can't, if it's for sale, I can't buy it. Maybe it's on Steam. I think maybe it's on Steam, but anyway, my mate was telling me it's a good game. Diablo 4, but I don't know. I've never played it. Most of my stuff is fucking spent stressful stuff, stuff I don't wish on anybody, mate. It's all right for you. It doesn't matter to me. You want to unsubscribe. You want to unfollow. That's your choice. I have no interest in changing my thing, mate, to make you happy. You don't support my channel. You don't give me a like on my channel. You don't watch anything. What do you want me to do? I've got to come up with some whatever you want me to talk about to make you happy. Rah rah. I don't know how to do that. And I don't know how to sit down with the computer and put the different screens on talking about shit. I don't know how to do it. I'm computer savvy. I couldn't even, I hooked up the cord and I couldn't even work out how to make it a big box so that I can watch the things from the computer on my TV. I've got the cord hooked up, but I can't work out how to put it on the TV. All I can do is put it on the TV, but it's a little box in the bottom, in the corner. But I can't work out how to make it the actual... I'm not computer savvy, mate. I've got no idea how to work the thing other than playing Majesty game. That's all that computer's there for, man. It's a completely empty computer. It's a brand new hard drive. There's nothing that's brand new. There's nothing in the hard drive at all. Just a couple of games. It's a computer, what do you call it? I paid, all the inside was fine. I came home from the market and my computer was smashed up. All of my computer was smashed up. The whole fucking thing was smashed up. And my phone was smashed. And that's how I came home from work one day. And apparently they weren't happy about what I might have on my computer or whatever. So they decided to smash my computer while I was at work. I hadn't, swear, that's what I was told. Because you might have this or might whatever. What the fuck? I don't have anything like that. What are you talking about? So you smashed my shit? So that computer, mate, I put together. I got the parts out of the original smashed up computer and changed the motherboard because that was no good. I could use the RAM. The hard drive was no good. Like literally, I don't know. What did you do? Pick it up and smash it down on the floor, like the whole computer? Did you pick it up and? Because I don't know how you damage so much stuff inside. I could use the game card. And I could use the RAM, but I had to replace everything in the computer.
It's amazing. They're allowed to damage your property. They're allowed to smash up things. No accountability, none. But you say one word wrong or whatever, and they jump all over you. They're all over you. You are the worst cunt in the world.
You're the worst bloke in the world. Fuck. No, I don't. Why would I want to say that for? I only speak English, mate. I don't know those languages. I'm not interested in speaking other languages, okay? We're English, mate. Australian. Have a good day, boys. Stay on path, all right? Just stay on your path. Hope you do something constructive today. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my neighbour? That's all right, mate. It doesn't take much for you to fuck off. Doesn't take much at all. Yeah. Thanks for not flicking through things too, man. I appreciate you. If you don't skip things, you know. I know they play for a little while. I'm not the only one that has those kind of ads. I've noticed in other people's videos. This company, mate, this place, mate, they put 5-minute ads on your stuff. 5-minute ads. One of the ads the other day that I seen on my channel was 15 minutes long. 15 minutes long. I was blown away. 15-minute fucking ad. So no wonder the income for the thing is right down for the channel. Right down. Because, I just out of interest, you can just push it again and it tells you how long the ad goes for. And the ad went for 15 fucking minutes. 15-minute ad. The full thing on how to create this awning. You know, the design and then the manufacture and then the colours and fucking a 15-minute ad about awnings. You know, but the company gets paid anyway. Don't forget that. It's just like TV. You know, you don't have to watch the commercial on the TV either, but the company still got paid for it. It's still got paid to broadcast it. Just because you watch it, it's not their fault, or don't watch it. Yeah? So that's the principle they work on. You know, they charge a lot of money to put an ad here, and 15 minutes. Who's gonna sit there and watch it for 15 fucking minutes? What, are you kidding me? And the ad before that was 5 minutes. So I've just spent 20 fucking minutes watching an ad. Are you fucking kidding me? So that I looked at it and thought, man, no wonder there's no income from the streams or whatever. Because these ads are fucking 5 minutes long, man.
The company's smart, dude. The company is smart.
Yeah, it's smart, dude. You know, on the things that get a lot of views, so that they get the revenue, they put those kind of ads on these kind of things. Okay, and that's because it pumps the ads, man. And each ad is fucking 5 minutes long. So yeah, man. I was amazed. So because I wondered why there's no income, there's no fucking at all. It's taking months and months even to get to fucking $50, right? In ad income, and yet you've got all these views. You got all of these views, right? But you're not earning anything, not a fucking penny, mate. Fucking not even 2 cents, right? It's only a couple of cents, man. It's not like you get a fortune per ad, but the cents add up. If it's on every video and someone watches them, well, they add up, right? So, no, friends, no, not at my age. You don't have friends. Good luck. Good luck having friends. You have acquaintances. But you don't have friends. You know. What are you going to do? Have people come around? Rah, 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 rah. No, mate, not a good idea. Not a good idea. They're not that way, mate. I have acquaintances, mate.
You know, I have people that I've known for a long time, and I don't interfere in their life. I don't speak to them. You know, they're happy, they've got a family, got wife, they've got things happening.
You know, you phone them every 12 months. That's it. How you doing? How's life? Rara. That's it. That's your contact every 12 months or whatever. You say hello.
Because you don't want to bring any negative vibes into their life, mate. If you've got negative shit happening in your life, family, law court, all that kind of thing, you don't want to bring that stress into somebody's household and talk about it rah-rah in front of everybody rah-rah and bring that energy into their home. You know what I mean? You don't generally want to do that. So,
well, that's what I'm like anyway. And I don't have a vehicle. I've got no car. So it's not like I can go and visit people and, you know, it's convenient. I can just, you know, if I want to go anywhere, it takes fucking hours and hours and hours by public transport to do anything.
Good luck having friends, mate. I think your entire life you'll have 5 friends. Your entire life.
Your entire life you'll have 5 friends. Maybe you'll have more. Good luck. I hope you do. Oh, don't forget, mate, that's part of the fallout of divorce. No friends. That's part of it, mate. Sorry, but it comes with it. It's baggage that comes with it when you get divorced. Because when you get married, you don't hang out with your friends. When you get married, okay, you're with your wife. You're with her. You know, like many, we don't go out anywhere. You know, so you lose your friends. You don't really go visiting them anymore. So, you know, they kind of move on. They get married. They have kids. Rah rah. And you're both happy, you know, running your life, rah rah, and you only see each other every now and again. That's your friends, okay? And then after you get divorced, well, you know, you've spent 3 or 4 or 5 years without your friends. You're not going to have any friends, mate. That's just facts, brother. I don't care what you said, man. I didn't say anything about it anyway. I don't care what you write down, bro. They don't need your help, mate. They honestly don't. A woman does not need your help in family law court, mate. The court will do that for her. And anybody that she talks to will do that for her. Okay? They don't need your help, mate. No woman needs your help in family law court. They really, really don't. They do really, really good all on their own. And they don't even half the time have to do anything. The lawyers will do it for them. They don't need your help. They're doing extremely well all on their own without your fucking help. Okay? My lawyer helps them. The judge helps them. The family court helps them. The people outside of the door help them. Oh, they've got plenty of help. Oh, they've got plenty of fucking help, mate. They don't need any more help, okay? They've got plenty of fucking help, mate. They don't need any fucking help. Help. Yeah, their poor fucking thing, mate. They need help. They need help, mate. They need help. Oh, they're in such a bad situation, mate. They need help. Fucking hell. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The reports are finished. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. They don't need your help. There's no better storyteller than a woman. There's no more better accuser than a woman. A woman does not need your help at all. She can pluck that shit out of the thin air. Fucking just pluck it out of fucking, he's an abuser. He did this. He sexually assaulted me. He did all this stuff. You fucking just standing there, and this is just now. What about all the past accusations? The last 3 years of fucking accusations. They don't need your help, man. No woman needs your help in family law court, ever. Don't ever think that they're at a loss, okay? Everybody is protecting them. Everybody, absolutely fucking everybody in the entire court. They all look at you and go, you're guilty. You did this, you did this, you did this. And you'll sit there going, I didn't do any of that. Where is your proof? They don't need proof. That's the thing, man. They don't need proof. They don't need your help. That's the whole thing. They don't need your help. They can lie and accuse all on their own. They don't need anything else. They can just accuse, man. They don't need anything. They can just accuse and accuse and accuse you without anything. So they don't need any help. That's my whole point. No one wants to talk about your balls, mate. It's already not bode well, mate. You've got no idea, mate. That's why I'm stressed. That's why I'm upset, stuff like that. They don't need any help. They have my lawyer. They have the whole system that protects them and does it all for them. And they don't even know it. They don't even know it. They've got me trying to sign deals that your ex doesn't even know about. Your own lawyer is trying to get you to fucking sign. Your own lawyer. You know what I mean? Because in family law court, mate, they just give up. The lawyers give up. Unless they've got every bit of paperwork saying you're an absolute angel, they give up. Okay? So, no, that's where they came from, mate. That's fucking, don't go to Asia. I imported one, mate. And fucking don't do that. Fucking, mate, once they get over here, they get westernized real fucking quick. Oh, mate, they get westernized real quick. And if she meets any of the women here, they get westernized even double quick. Because that person they're talking to is not married. They're single. They've already got divorced, mate. They've got their husband's fucking everything. 2 cars, the house, full fucking payment for child support. Mate, they are going to be briefing that woman right up. Okay? Does he keep you happy? Are you happy all the time? Does he do this? Does he do that? And all it takes is one no. One no. And they've got that chink in the armour, bro. And she'll be telling your wife how she's better off to be single and all the rest of it. So no chance at all. No.
That's what I thought, mate. I thought that would be okay. You know what I mean? That's what I did. I went over to Beijing, China, mate. Beijing, China with a backpack. Yeah. You know, that's what I did. I thought I would go over there and find something original, you know, family orientated, rah rah.
No, mate. You will be presented with a fairy tale thing, and you think that's real, and you think it's just the best because it is really, really nice to be treated that way and spoken to and talk that way. And then as soon as you sign on the dot,
Total switch. A 180-degree switch overnight. Total. Bang. The person you knew yesterday is not the person you're with today. The person you're with today is embarrassed of you, thinks you're fat, old and ugly. There's no honeymoon. You haven't touched this person. You understand? You're not allowed to touch her. Okay? That's supposed to be your other half, but yeah, you're not allowed. Okay? So you spend the entire month in fucking this foreign country with a little fucking book that says you're a fucking, you know, you're this, this and this. But in reality, yeah, you're in the spare fucking room and yeah, they don't come anywhere near you. And you cannot wait to fucking leave.
You can't wait. You just want to get on that fucking plane and never fucking look back.
You know?
If you move there, you might be better. If you moved there, it might be better. Yeah. Yeah, if you actually lived there,
You might have a better life. But that's only, you know, that's only my reference, my own personal reference kind of thing.
that doesn't mean it happens all the time or it happens that way all the time. You know, God forbid, right? God forbid that it happens all the time. Yeah, but that's don't go over there expecting to meet rah 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 whatever dream thing, because you will be presented with that. You'll be sold on that, you know. And then in reality, a week later, a couple of days later, it settles down, and The real person comes out. The real, you know, the one that you have not met yet. You haven't met this person. You don't know what the fuck's going on, mate. You really don't. You've just you just thought you've done the best thing for your life, rah rah, right? And that person now doesn't even want to fucking talk to you. They don't want to be seen going down the road with you. Like it's like walk 10 feet in front of me. Did not want to be anywhere near me. But calls, you know, that's your rah 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 rah. It's not, mate. It's just a fucking game. It's bullshit games. So, you know, It's not real, mate. It's fake. It's all fake. It's as fake as fuck. It's so much fake, it's just a fucking joke.
just fake. Nothing is real, brothers. Nothing is real, man.
Into the spare room you go.
Into the spare room you go, okay?
All right? Okay? Who do you think you are? All right? Okay, you go off into the spare room down there. All right? You've only got a couple of weeks to go and you can leave. You know? Yeah, I fucking chose wrong. I chose fucking wrong. Absolutely fucking wrong.
Absolutely just the worst decision I've ever made in my entire, or the second worst. The first one, or the second one, was signing the house over. You know, that was my most huge mistake I've ever made in my life. Was trusting in that, in those, you know, in a female's words. Don't ever trust in a female's words. Okay. Just please don't. Just you're better off. You really are, to protect yourself. I mean, you got a 20% chance out there, boys, of meeting a really decent,
you know, female and get married. And the 80%, mate, that's left over is the divorce rate. 80 to 90% divorce rate initiated by women. That's it. You're gone. 80 to 90% of the time. Generally between the 5th year and the 7th year after you've had a child. Okay?
I didn't want my life to be this. No, mate.
I wanted to be married and be a husband and have a family and raise my children. And I'm not perfect. I know that I'm not perfect. I'm just a normal bloke. But I know what marriage is, and I know what love is, and I know what it is to be a father. You know, I've already been married before. I have 2 children before, which are grown up now. But I know what it's like to be married, mate. You know, I know what it takes to stay married. I mean, I was married, 18 years. All right, so I'm not a stranger to it. All right, I know when I'm getting played, and I know when I'm being spoken to and treated to like a schmuck. But when you're in a foreign country and you're actually staying with these people, what are you going to do? You're in a foreign country, buddy. You don't even speak the fucking language. So you got to keep it smooth, mate. You got to fucking, you can't say anything. You can't, you've got 3 weeks to go before you get on the plane. So you got to keep they want to ignore you? Fucking sweet. Let them ignore you. Let them ignore you. I went out every day. I just got hold of my video camera and went out into the town and walked around all day. I spent 8 hours walking around every fucking day. Every day. Get home, have some dinner. No one says a fucking word to me. Completely ignored. And everybody's in bed by 7. The whole place is in darkness. 7:30 at night. Complete darkness. You're just stuck in your room watching pirate movies, getting drunk. I got drunk every night. Every fucking night, man. I couldn't handle it. I'm sleeping on this little tiny cot. I'm not. There's no contact at all here. Absolutely fucking none. And you're on your own, buddy. You're on your own. You're in a foreign country. It was horrible. I used to just sit there all night getting drunk, smoking fucking cigarettes in the room. Okay? I don't give a fuck you're complaining at me. I don't care that the house smells like smoke or my room smells like smoke or whatever. I got the window open. But, they're starting to complain about that. And I'm thinking, what the fuck do you expect from me? Like, I'm in there at 7:30 at night. I don't even get to have a conversation with anybody. Fucking anybody. I'm sitting there watching pirate movies, mate, that I've bought. I bought pirate movies. So I'd sit there all night just watching movies, getting drunk. Wake up in the morning. Everybody just same thing. So I'd have a shower, get dressed, and fucking leave the apartment again and go out for the day. Thanks, man. I hope you do the same too, man. Oh, yeah, Frankston, yeah. I hope you do well too, Mr. Dye. I hope you're happy, healthy, and well, mate. But just like any other man, Chris, I would like to be married and have a wife that loves me and have family and children, just like any other fucking bloke. But but it's just not going to happen for you boys. It's not going to happen in today's day and age. I'm sorry. You have an 80% divorce rate initiated by women. That's just facts. You want to know a funny fact? If 2 women get together, it's 9% divorce rate. 2 women get together, 90% divorce rate. Okay? They can't even stand each other. They can't fucking even stand each other, mate, when 2 women get together. You have got a 90%. So if we're so bad and we're always in the wrong and always this and always that, why is it that 2 fucking women get together and they have a 90% divorce rate? The 2 perfect humans get together, okay? And they fucking divorce more than the fucking when they were with a bloke, okay? Well, I seen the theme, yeah. I seen it, yeah, because I got educated. I got fucking educated on it. Yeah, I see it all right. Don't worry about that. I understand why they turn masculine. The women turn masculine, okay? They go from this nice feminine situation straight to masculine. Straight to masculine. And then they've got to dominate the whole relationship. They tell the men what to do, what not to do, everything. And if he doesn't obey the woman, Look what happens, mate. Silent treatment. You're not going to get any poo-tang pie. And that's their greatest weapon. That's their greatest weapon. And then the women throw it back at you and go, how dare you expect to actually sleep with your wife? How dare you? She's not a sex slave. So your wife is a sex slave, I said to the person. I said, so sleeping with your wife makes her a sex slave, does it? And that's logical to you, is it? You know what I mean? It didn't, you know, I didn't, yeah, fuck, mate. The lady said, well, how can you expect that? I said, well, she expects you to pay all the bills. She expects you to do all the things that she wants you to do, but you're not allowed to expect anything from her. Is that right? You know, so it makes her a sex slave if you want to sleep with your own wife. Under the law, makes her a sex slave. Swear to God. Swear to God. Your own lawyer will tell you that. Okay? It is safer to stay alone, yeah. Yeah, it's safer to stay alone, yeah. I don't care where you're from, mate. It's no big deal to me. No reason to tell me where you're from, mate. I don't actually care. You're a fucking potato, okay? You're a potato with a potato fucking head and mindset, mate. Nobody cares where you're from, okay? Especially fucking India. There's billions of you, cunt. There's fucking billions and billions of fucking Punjabis, mate. Fucking, oh, God. Yeah, especially if you're poor. Oh, sorry, especially if you're rich. You're better off to stay alone, vibrant, yeah. Especially if you're rich. Because I can be, you know. What, calling you a potato and a potato head is rude, is it? You're a fucking idiot, mate. You call yourself a potato. That's what the fucking name is. All I did is repeat back. Anyway, go fuck yourself. You're nothing but a fucking, a slimy little fucking, who gives a fuck? Who fucking cares what you think, cunt? This ain't TikTok. Okay? This is not fucking Instagram. It's not fucking Facebook. No one gives a fuck what you think, mate. Or your feelings. Fuck, mate. This a man? Are you a man or a woman? Are you a man or a woman? Because you talk like a woman. You act like a woman. You are feminine. Okay? You're caught in your feelings, mate. You can say whatever you like about me, mate, okay? You can call me any name you like, I don't care. It doesn't fucking matter to me. Oh, God. There's billions of Punjabis, mate. Fucking plenty of you. Fucking spare a few of you, no problem in the world, okay? Naan chicken biryani in mango lassi. Never had any of it. I had a beef curry once. It was fucking delicious. At the proper Indian restaurant, I had one. And you could taste the spices in the sauce. You could taste it all. It was insane. I also lived with the Punjabis. The last place I lived with, yeah, that was Punjabi. The fucking joint stank like curry. Every day, curry, every day. Strong motherfucking curry too, let me tell you. The shit make your eyes water. You walk in the kitchen, your eyes start to water. It's in the fucking air, mate. Okay? The fucking curry sauce is in the air. I can't eat it, man. It's too strong. It's way too hot for me. But, you know, nice people. Got along with them really well. They you know, never had a problem with them. Funny cunts. Indian people, funny cunts. Punjabi, you know, full on Indian fucking curry every night in the kitchen. Fucking whole house just fucking stinks, mate, of fucking spices and shit. And I can't eat any of it. Like, it's so fucking hot, I can't even put it in my mouth. And to him, he's just sitting there eating it. He's sitting there fucking casually eating it, man. I tried a bit of the sauce. It fucking almost burnt me tonsils out, mate. It fucking almost fucking burnt me mouth out, mate. So no, I don't have anything bad to say, anything at all. You're fucking funny cunts. I never had any problems with them, man. I lived with for 12 months. Yeah, 12 months. Monesh. That was the guy's name, Monesh. Yeah, Monesh, mate. Monesh, the Indian, mate. Yeah, cooked it all up, mate. All in there every single night in the old fucking curries, mate. You know, fucking hot spices everywhere. Fucking stove is filthy dirty. Counters are filthy dirty. You know,
Yeah, I think they leave it in the pot for a couple of days. You know, it gets hotter, and then they add that to whatever they're cooking now. I don't know, man. No wonder you got no problem fucking the colon, mate. Completely cleaned out. Oh, completely cleaned out within 20 minutes. You have a couple of mouthfuls of that, mate, straight in the fucking Brasco. Complete colon fucking clean out. There's fucking nothing left, mate. You'll be shitting fucking blood, mate, by the time they're fucking done with you. You're fucking completely cleaned out. Yeah, Monesh. I lived with him for months, for 12 months. Him and an island boy, a big island fella. Like, island boys are always massive anyway. Fucking huge, big coconut fuckers.
You know, big blokes, mate. Funny as fuck. Always got along with them, him and the brothers.
But they like Hawaiian food. Taro. I've never even heard of fucking taro. Never even heard of it. But they cook everything with taro. Yeah, that was different. That was different. Multiculturalism up the arse, mate. You know, I've got a fucking Samoan, fucking Maori. I've got a Punjabi. It's a whole household here. You got Australian, fucking, you know, we represent the entire fucking world here. Fuck. I've made plenty of masks, but yeah, I'm just making them right now. Just Nothing on eBay, mate, because it's Halloween.
I never sell anything during Halloween, man. I haven't sold a mask in ages. I've got no fucking paper because I haven't sold any masks.
And it's Halloween season, so I'm not likely to sell another mask for fucking a couple of weeks more. So we've got no fucking, yeah, we're fucking done, mate.
People give me some tips, but it goes through here and it takes a month. So fucking, it takes a whole fucking month, man. You don't get it after the stream ends. So no, we've been struggling a little bit. I gotta fucking admit that. But it's
Going to be good to get this over and done with. You know, the next month it's finished. The judge will tell me to never see my daughter again. They'll give me a letter, you know, to say that you don't qualify to be a part of your daughter's life. You know, and that's what they will do.
that's what they will do, boys. That's what they will say to me.
That's what they will tell me. That you're never to have contact with your daughter ever again, and you know, because of that reason, you need to have some kind of fucking court order placed on you so that you don't go anywhere near her or talk to her or whatever. Rah, 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 rah. And I'm just shaking my head. You have got to be fucking kidding me. So after 4 fucking years, you're going to look at me and tell me that, yeah, I've got no chance ever?
Fuck. My poor daughter, mate, she's going to grow up without a dad.
And the system is going to allow it. The system is going to allow it. The system is not going to do anything for you, gentlemen.
Nothing at all. The system will gladly sign it over. You get it? I've never heard of it.
I've never heard that they can look at a father and go, you should never see your daughter again. And they give a piece of paper to the other side that says, you know, he should never see his daughter again. She takes that to the court and says, look, I've got this. And then they just sign off on it and go, yep, that no one asks any questions, no one asks anything, no one fucking says a word, mate. They just agree amongst themselves. And then they make a little deal on paper and then they try and get you to sign for it.
That's what they do. They try and get you to sign up for it.
And to agree to it.
No.
Don't sell a single mask during Halloween. No. It's not horror. My masks are clowns and Slipknot masks. They're not horror masks. No. I've got
23 watches on one mask on eBay, the clown. 23. Another one's got 12. Another one's got 8.
There's plenty of watches. I've got 6 people on the Corey watching the mask, but nothing. Not a single sale. Nothing.
PayPal, yeah, that goes through their thing, man. lorddobbyking@gmail.com is my PayPal. lorddobbyking@gmail.com. That's direct to me. The rest of it, if you go through here, it takes a month. It sits in the system for a month. So we are a little bit worried. Oh, we're a little bit fucking panicky, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit fucking panicky, the old man is. You know, there's no cushion. There's no cushion. The cushion is fucking gone. He's on his bare ass now. He's on his bare ass, he is. He's on his fucking bare ass, bro. But my rent is paid. My rent's paid. And the bills are paid. You know, I paid the rent and I paid the gas and electricity, $85. And that doesn't leave you a whole lot out of your Seno, mate, to last 2 weeks. It just doesn't. You know, you try and go on the TikTok, you think you'll go and do a few battles, you know. I mean, these cunts do so fucking good for themselves, right? You last less than 5 minutes. And the people from here are on TikTok and they file against you and get you booted off every week. Every single week. Within minutes. So we've never fucking done any good there either, mate. We've never done any good in that. Can't do a single thing, mate. Can't open my mouth at all. And I did this on TikTok. I showed my masks on TikTok, right? And all I did is just go like that, a 10-second thing. They recorded 10 seconds of it, and sent that in as abusive behaviour, and got me banned for 3 months. 3-month ban because of the masks. They don't like them. They don't like the masks. They don't like them on display. They don't like them being worn. You're not allowed to have them in the background. Everybody is offended at your masks because they're dajin. You know, too many complaints from the other streamers. And my own people that watch me on here that get offended, you know, they were so quick to get offended about everything, right? You can't even shit stir people, man. You can't even fucking, they take it so seriously that they go onto another social media platform and just can't wait for you to fucking go online. And as soon as you go online, they record the first 10 seconds of you talking and file a report straight away. So, my art's gotten better. My art has gotten better, man. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. I put more thought into it, put more into the actual mask. And then if I don't like it, I repaint the mask. Like I redo the whole fucking mask. And then I look at original formats of the clown and paint those colours from the picture of the clown. But when we're in Halloween season right now, so they're not punting for my artwork, mate. They're just not punting for it. Okay, they're punting for their horror. You know what they're going to wear at Halloween on the day. And my masks, they offer me $50. That's it. That's what we were offered. $50. We were offered $80 for Corey. And it's just not worth making it. It's not worth the materials. It's not worth the time. My fucking hair cost me $13 just for the hair. A raw mask is $70 fucking dollars for a raw mask is $70. Okay? So why would I want to sell you a fully painted fucking version, stitches and everything, for $80 fucking dollars, mate? And you want to do me a favour? You're doing me a favour. It's 20% pricing on eBay. It cost me 20%. Okay, shipping and price. They add it together. That's the cost of the auction. So a clown auction is nearly $41 in cost for eBay, and then I've got to replace the shipping. So I end up walking away in total with $138, and I sell the mask for $220. But by the time I've paid for the fucking eBay fees and replaced the shipping, I am down to $145 or something it is. I calculated one of them, and it was $138 by the time I'd paid for shipping and the costs and everything else. It's not a whole lot, man. Trust me. It takes a week to make that. That's the clown mold. You see, it's not cute. It's still wet. Okay, it's still wet. I haven't put anything out today. So it could take, the entire day to cure. So it could take you 2 or 3 days just to make the raw mask. I should put it outside, to be honest, mate, in the fresh air.
I only just noticed that. So normally your moulds go out in the fresh air, mate. In the shade, bit of wind, it helps to cure them quicker. A quicker step again is to put paint in the latex. So that way it'll dry according to the paint time, not to the latex, because paint dries. So it'll dry even quicker if you've got paint in the mix, okay? But we don't have any paint, just plain latex. It takes a couple of days just to pull a raw. At this thing, I can't have their moulds in the sun anymore. It's not good for the moulds because they're plaster coat, gel coat and fiberglass, and it reacts with the weather. If it's really, really cold, the mould will crack. If it's really, really hot, the mould will bake and also crack. Just little crack marks through it. You don't want that. You don't want that. Okay? You don't want that. But yeah, these are the masks I made in the last week or so. I thought that, the Halloween thing, and then I remembered I've never sold a mask at Halloween, ever. Never have I ever sold a mask at Halloween. So I was going to do the two Corys. I got that Cory and this Cory. And I thought, well, I need materials. And what's the point in buying more materials? There's just no point in it. You're putting money into something that's going to sit there for how long before you even can sell a single mask? But at least we are creating, boys. We did try. We are trying, right? We are creating things that are really cool. Well, I think they're all right. Seriously, I think I did a pretty good job. But we are trying. There's no doubt about that. We definitely did give it a whack. And we have plenty of projects. We've got plenty of raws that are ready to go. If I ever did sell my clowns, maybe in a few more weeks, a month's time after Halloween ends and they start saving their money again and they've got a little bit spare, you know what I'm saying? And that's when they start thinking about that again, about purchasing again. But at the moment, mate, no, all I'm doing is pulling raws. I'm just pulling raws using up the latex that I've got. And I've only got a little bit of latex left. So we've almost used 22 litres, mate. See, we've only got a little bit left, man. That's it. You can see the shadow, right? Yeah. So we've used 22 litres of latex, mate. So we have pumped the mask. We have made quite a few masks. And we've got a few masks sitting there ready to go. So we have been, it's not like we don't try, boys. I've been trying to think of ways how I can do it, right? I can't get a full-time job right now. I can now, because they've dropped me. My lawyers doesn't want to proceed. Yeah, doesn't want to proceed. Doesn't see me winning, so therefore doesn't want to go to court. That's basically it. I don't see you winning. They've got a family report that says and you're not going to win, so I don't want to really go in there and represent you. And because it's legal aid, they've got, you know what I mean. They'd rather put the resources towards something that they know they're going to win. I didn't make that. That's original. That's original Star Wars. I've got one like that. And then I've got one in the box, mate. Sealed, mate. Not even open, man. I've got one fucking sealed, bro. In the box. And then you open that up and it's got the original box. And then you open that up and it's got the original fucking, what is this one called? It's called an FX helmet, collectibles, Stormtrooper helmet. Episode 4, the Empire Strikes Back. It says on the box. Yeah, bought them ages ago, mate. These and my Star Wars. I was lucky enough to get a few originals, untouched, never played with. Just lucky. I had to work out ways, boys, of spending my paper. That's what it was about, boys. That's why I got all of these. That's why I bought the statues. I bought the comic books. I had comic books before that because I had a comic book shop. I had a huge comic book shop, Heroes and Villains on Toorak Road in South Yarra.
And I had boxes and boxes and boxes of comics. I was just lucky enough to grab these 4 boxes that fitted in the car, because I could only put what I could take in the car at the time, and you've got 15 minutes to leave. So I was just lucky enough to grab the couple of statues. This was a gift from when I was in China. The person that hates me so much, I'm such a bad person, right? But they'll get you that, yeah, because I'm just terrible. So I ended up getting a really nice statue, and me and Echo, my daughter, would sit at the garage and putting the thing together. And my kid loves this statue. She fucking loves it. Yeah, she loves it. I mean, you can be called all kinds of things afterwards, gentlemen. You'll be called so many bad things. But when you think about it now, these are my original Boba Fett, my original fucking Luke, original Saber, original Boba, all the thing on the back, original thing. This rope thing. And his backpack and his jet things too. There's 2 jet things that go on top of the side. Yeah, I've got them too, the pauldrons that go on the back. It's hard to get a Boba Fett original. I did have I had a Darth Vader, but he got fucking crushed. I've still got the parts there, but the arms are broke. Sorry, man. Sorry, dude. But that's original Vader. Valueless now, because he's fucking broken, but that's all I could grab. That's it. The rest of everything that I had that I'd collected sat there and has been thrown away. Everything. All my memories, everything has been thrown away. And your ex will not even think about it, mate. To her, it's just horrible, reminding, needs to be thrown in the bin. They will gladly throw away your memories. They will gladly throw away your memories and not even think about it. But if I'm such a bad, and I had to do it, guys. I had no, I bought that for 150 bucks. 150 fucking dollars, mate. Okay? I was stunned, brother. Fucking stunned. It's like fucking, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, mate. Museum quality, rah. And I got it on the first bid. No one bid. Okay, started out at 150 bucks and nobody bid. So I was just lucky. I ended up getting it for 150 fucking dollars. The guy lost big time. He lost big time on this statue. I've seen it in the cabinets, mate. When I went to the Marvel fucking comic convention, and there's the Thanos, mate, in the cabinet, the glass cabinet. Fucking hundreds and hundreds of dollars, man. It's a beautiful statue, man. Fucking, it's beautiful. And there's the Joker, museum quality statue Joker. I got that for like $180. Because as soon as I found out these statues were released, I went straight onto eBay and fucking straight onto the auctions, right? And their opening bids, nobody punted. There's nothing, I got it for opening bid. I couldn't believe it. So he's a beautiful statue, big Joker statue, huge. The rest of it, boys, they can tell you how bad they are, but they'll go and get a ring made for you because you're such a bad person. So they'll go and spend time putting it all together, original fucking jade, and they'll present that to you, because you're such a bad person. The other times they'll go and have something made for you, because you like to program, right? So they decided to go and have the rings made for me. Pure silver, 3.5 ounces, pure. Okay, because you're such a bad person. But they was a gift, mate. Okay, a gift because you're a bad guy. And you treated that person so badly that's what they do, mate. And then when the mother comes over to visit, she says to me, "Oh, you're such a good husband. I really thank you for, for everything." And, you know what I mean? Like really, really full on. She brings you this and gives you this as a present. Okay? An amber necklace with a fucking dragon on it. Because you're such a bad person. Okay? You treated this person so horribly. Okay? That's the gift that they bring you. Okay? The second time around, they come a few years later. They come, you're such a bad person, right? That whole time that they give you this.
All right?
Pure jade. See, I've got things that remind me that I'm not a bad person, that I reacted to the circumstances that I was in just like you do. You react to the circumstances that you are put into. But at the end of the day, when they come, when the reality hits, they give you that. And they tell you, thank you very much for being a good husband, good father, thank you, thank you, thank you, they give you that. Okay? Because you're so bad. You're a very, very bad person. Okay? You're very, very bad. You see what I mean? You could say that I did this, that, or the other, but we both know I never. We both know that I was a pretty much a yes man. Yeah, the yes man, whatever the fuck they want, right? Just trying to keep them happy. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You cannot make someone happy. I'm not wearing them. I haven't worn them. I didn't wear them. I haven't worn them. I don't wear them anywhere. They're my trophies, mate. They're my trophies, Jimmy. You don't flush them, bro. Yeah. No. That's your trophies, bro. Yeah, I'm so bad. Rah, 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 rah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, they are cursed, mate. They're fucking cursed, all right. Fucking don't worry about that. They're definitely fucking cursed. Dragon ring, that's supposed to bring you good luck and bring you love and bring you money, because that's why on the bottom of it's got the coins. That's supposed to bring you all of that. It didn't bring any of that. It bring the opposite of it. The fucking opposite.
Maybe I was wearing it the wrong way. Maybe instead of having the dragon look outwards, the dragon's supposed to look inwards. I don't know. Maybe I had it the fucking wrong way. maybe the good luck went that way, and instead of going that way, okay? Because I wore the ring fucking wrong. The trophies, mate, of the trophies. They're trophies, bro.
They're trophies, bro. They can tell you whatever they say, whatever they want after. But yeah, it doesn't match up with what's there.
I'm a reactionary. That's what I've been diagnosed as. Reactionary. I had to ask the lady, what does that even mean? What does that mean?
Reactionary, Charles. You don't actually go into a conversation wanting an argument. But someone will say things to you and you react to them. You react to them. And then that's regarded as abuse. Okay? So that's what you are. So what you need to do is when someone says something to you is take a step back, have a think about it before you react to it. Because that's how they've been getting you every time. You react to it. You're a reactor. And I never knew that about myself. I never fucking dawned on me, never. Okay, I'm just a normal fucking bloke, okay? So since I was diagnosed, I've kind of, sat back a little bit and, right, before I react. I don't just send off emails, I have a think about it. And, I got called up. I said, mate, sorry, but I can't answer it right now. I'll get back to you on Monday. And you'll have my response on Monday. So I'll take a couple of days to have a think about it. That's what I recommend you do.
Don't react straight away. And don't send anything out.
You can write down whatever you want, but don't send it anywhere. Okay? Lord Dobby King, mate, at gmail.com. Lord Dobby King at gmail.com if you want to buy me a fucking chocolate milk. Looks like I got Vodafone calling me. I don't know what their problem is. The Vodafone payment has been sitting there and they won't take it out. and then they say to me that there's no money in the account and that they give you, they want to charge you $10 more as a fee. And they keep doing it to me. And I don't understand why. I've like looked in, there's fucking $100 or something in there, so I've got enough to cover the internet, rah rah. I don't know, man. I'm hoping they don't. I'm hoping they don't. Because then I'll only have $35 left or something, $25 left. Fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do. How you doing, man? I hope you're well. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy in your life, mate. I hope you got something good in your life, okay? I hope you got someone that loves you in your life, mate. I hope you do, boys. I hope you have love in your life. And you're able to keep that love. Let me turn this power saving thing off. Let me turn it on. Let me get some power into the unit. Alright, we've got no fucking power, man. It keeps getting done. I don't give a fuck what your name is, cunt. Alright, keep running your fucking mouth. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my neighbour? Yeah, just fuck right off. Fucking car, boom, mate, you're fucking gone, cunt. Get the fuck out of here. Now you're going to go in my jail, mate. Fucking car, boom, you're in my jail. That's it, you're in my jail. You're done. Your name's no value anywhere. You'll have to create a new name. Yeah, kaboom them out, mate. I've learnt there's no good. I think TikTok taught me that. They just fucking ban them straight away. The streamers ban them straight away. It's just instantly. They don't even acknowledge them. They just block them straight away. Fuck, I've been blocked in basically most streamers' streams, mate. Just saying hello. I go in there, I say hello, and fucking I'm done. Bang, instantly fucking blocked because I haven't got a gifting badge. I've got no gifting badge. So they're not going to earn any money out of me. So bang, you're done. You're out. You're not a gifter. You're not a gifter. No need to have you in the chat, mate. There's no chance of getting a gift out of you. So that's how they act on TikTok. The rest of it, mate, I'm just keeping me company, okay? That's all. Just keep me company. I've got to go onto the computer in a minute. I've got to go and do shit on the computer. And I know my exes watch. My exes watch everything, mate. They judge everything. They're not happy about anything, okay? Fucking, they're not happy, mate. The exes are not happy at all. It's amazing, you know, they get rid of you fucking, what has it been? All those years ago now. So many fucking years ago. And they still come onto your lives, mate, still sit in the background watching, and they're not happy. You know, I don't like this, I don't like that, you know. Mine calls me up and says, I don't want much on the internet. I said, either do I. I said, I don't want her on live stream. I said, either do I. I said, she's not on any live streams. I have no intentions of introducing that at all. You know, no intentions at all. You know, why don't you obey the court order? Why don't you obey the court order? Fuck. So it's okay when they want to call you up and they want you to speak to your kid. That's okay. You can sit on there and go, hi, darling, I miss you. Daddy loves you. You know, Daddy misses you. Daddy thinks about you. The phone's taken off her straight away. She's on there now. She's making the demands. You know, I want you to do this. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. If you do that, I might agree to the court order. I said, how about you just agree to the court order instead of telling me what I'm going to do and what not going to do and what you think I'm going to do and whatever. You know, we don't even know each other. Well, you got rid of me, what, 8 years ago? 8 years ago. And you want to sit there telling me what what I'm going to do and not going to do and everything else. You know, like, these fucking women are a joke, bro. They're a joke. While they're banging another bloke, mate, they'll still tell you what you need to do. They have no intentions of fucking doing anything, mate. Fucking none. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my neighbour? Freaking jumper ended up scratching the screen. Yeah, it works. I hope it doesn't interfere with the chat, because I've only got Wi-Fi. Oh, sorry, I've got personal hotspot on, so we'll see if it fucking interferes with too much with the stream. Last time was cutting the stream out. Oh, no, I don't know. I never watched much of the MGTOW community, mate. It didn't really, you know what I mean? I never really fell into it. The MGTOW, men going their own way and all that. Yeah, I called it out early, man. I didn't like it at all. I don't think you should be doing that at all. You're never gonna meet anybody, bro. You'll never meet anybody. MGTOW, men going their own way. Yeah, you're never gonna be with anybody. Okay, you'll always be alone, mate. So I was against it, mate. And plus they spoke so much shit, dude. Spoke so much bullshit. And most of these people have never had a fucking woman, mate. Yeah, I've never had marriages or whatever, man. So no, I didn't follow any of them, bro. Just didn't believe in them. Otherwise, you'll never have kids, mate. You'll never have kids. I don't know about you, but as a man, that's kind of my priority. You know what I mean? Have a family, have kids, have children, and be a father. You know, be involved in their life.
Hursty. Now that you make me think about it, I think it was because I was always on my own. You know, like I had my own apartment, I had my own job, I had my own shit together. I would meet chicks, they can come over, they can stay, they go home fucking Sunday afternoon or Monday morning for school, for work. Okay, they go back to work. So all of them, Louise, the blonde-haired chick, Janine, all of them had jobs. So, you know, I'd have my own joint, they'd come over and stay, and then they would go home. And I've still got my own thing. So I didn't know any different other than that. It didn't dawn on me that anything else. So when they were telling me these things, it didn't fucking, it's not something that I looked at and go, oh wow. To me, I thought that was normal. Like I really did. I thought that shit was normal. I thought you go out, you get a job, you get your own place, you meet chicks, you bring them over, fucking rah, rah, rah. I thought that was fucking normal. I have never lived at home. I don't live at home. I don't have parents. They're fucking, I've been out on the street since I was 16, mate. With my clothing in my fucking hand, I was in there, okay? Or 19 or something, about that age. So I don't know any fucking different about other than that. I've already been going my own way for the last, I don't know how many years, okay? I mean, I was going my own way when I packed a fucking backpack and got on a plane. There's no, I don't have any influences or whatever. I did that on my own bat, you know? So to me, it was quite normal to already be that way. So I kind of, you know what it come down for me? What I learned? Apparently I'm alpha. I'm alpha. Okay, that's what I fucking am. I'm the cunt that sits outside watching all the little cunts fucking right, rah, rah, rah. Yeah, that's me. Yeah? I don't sit with the pack. That's not me. And I'm classed as alpha. That's what I'm classed as. Okay, I'm not, and so for me, that's how I've always ran my thing, mate. All the way up to where I went to China, all the way up. You know, I planned to go, so I sold all my belongings. I didn't sign no leases. What's the point of that? I'm leaving the country, right? So I would just rent a room for the week to week to week, waiting for the passport. You know, these are all things that I did on my own bat. You know, I was never a simpy, rah, rah. I'm never a yes man. You know, that changed when I got married. They just fucking got married. And suddenly that's all been stripped from me, yeah? Suddenly it's not my place anymore, it's her place. It's hers, okay? You know what I mean? Beforehand, that never happened. The bitches came over, mate. If I left them in my house and I came back, I would find shit fucking missing. I would find stuff being moved around on the walls. I'd find the furniture fucking changed around. I found bitches that went through my fucking closet, mate, and threw away my stuff that they don't fucking approve of. I had some letters or fucking whatever, you know, and they throw it all away while I was at work. So, ain't no fucking women staying over here ever again, mate, let me tell you. Fucking none. And you don't get to stay over when I'm not in the apartment, okay? Because you go through everything. Women go through every fucking cupboard, mate. Every drawer, everything. And then you come home and they want to tell you what they have found and they're not happy. They're not happy. And you say to them, mate, hang on a minute. This is my place and that's my closet and you went through that while I was at work. Yes, but look what I found. Hang on a minute. You went through my personal fucking belongings. Why did you do that? No. Look what I've found. And they hammer and hammer and hammer it. It doesn't twig to them. It doesn't twig. But if you were at their joint and you go through anything, go through a woman's closet. Go and open the closet up and fucking go like that and see what the fuck happens. See what happens. Hello, Dixon Myers. How you doing today, man? Have a good day. I hope you're happy, healthy, and well, mate. Thank you, Christian. But I'm not much liked, mate. I'm not much liked, mate. Yeah, whatever the fuck they called it, Jimmy. They put me into something. I'm the guy that sits back. I watch all you little fucking coyotes doing what you're doing, and I don't have nothing to do with you. Fucking none. I don't have anything to do with you. I just watch all you fucking people. That's all I do. I don't have anything to do with you. Boom, mate. I'll show you how we purge on my fucking channel, cunt. You come in with the wrong fucking name, you little rat. Fucking purge. I'm gonna show you how to fucking purge, mate. This is my fucking channel. I am Lord Dobby, the most handsome and humblest of all fucking streamers, mate. And I am about to put a fucking mighty big zoob straight in between your cheeks. Let me show you what I'm gonna do for you, purge. I'll show you how to purge somebody. Okay, I'll show you what fucking power is, cunt. I'll show you how to purge somebody. Are you ready for it? Let me show you how we do it. Fucking kaboom, you're fucking purged. How's that for you? And not only that, mate, I'm going to put you into my jail. So you're never going to be able to use that fucking name in any other fucking chat. No other chat. I own your name. You like that, purge? That's how we purge, mate. Welcome to Lord Dobby's world. Wrong name, buddy. Wrong name. That's purging, brother. That is how you purge. Did you like that? Oof. I like that. Don't you like that? A little bit of purging for you, mate. Hello from Sydney. Hello from Melbourne. Raining and cold, mate. A little bit of sunshine outside. And black clouds, buddy. Black clouds in Melbourne. Normal.
Yeah, man. You should see it live, mate.
I was lucky enough to see them live. I was forever a fan, mate, after I seen them live. Insane. Just fantastic band. You wouldn't realise that they were all like married to each other at different times. Like they've all been married to each other. And Stevie Nicks gave up the kids, mate. She was pregnant and she had the abortion in order to keep the band. She had the abortion. Amazing, huh? I wonder if she regrets it nowadays, mate, at her age. That she never ever had children. She gave them up. She had abortions so that she could save the band. Because if she went out, the band went down. Because she's the main singer. I don't even think about it, mate. I don't even think about Biscuit. I haven't thought about it in fucking ages. I've learned to not even fucking, mate, don't give it any power, boys. That's the only power that it has over you. That's your one fucking weakness that all men have, is chasing that biscuit. And I'm telling you, man, yeah, fucking, you can be put on, what do they call it, rations, mate. You know, you get put on rations real quick. Let me tell you, fucking ration that shit out, bro. Fucking once every 2 months, ration it out. Yeah. There are so many men that are in sexless marriages. Sexless. Absolutely nothing. And you have to still do everything the person wants you to do to keep them happy.
but you are in a sexless and loveless marriage.
Okay? Sexless. She doesn't like you at all. She thinks you're horrible. You're everything that's the worst thing in the world. Okay? The total stranger down the road is worth 10 times you are. A stranger on the telephone doing tippy tappy with her is worth more than you are. Okay? And also under Australian law, I've had lawyers tell me, and judges tell me, how can you expect to have relationship with your wife? How dare you expect to sleep with your wife? Who do you think you are? I swear to you, lawyers. You know, like who do you know, she's not a sex slave, rah, 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 rah. And you're just looking at it going, no, normal relationships, you know, like it's not every 3 months. Okay, that's not normal. Well, yes, it is. Right? Why isn't it normal? Rah rah. How do you expect to actually have relationship with your wife? How dare you? How dare you? So they don't even have to actually give you any affection at all. None at all. But don't forget, they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do any dishes, they don't like doing any of that. And you're expected to do everything. You are expected to do it. I know grown-ass fucking men, mate, that go home after work and they've got to cook the wife dinner. They've got to go home and do the dishes. They've got to go home and clean. Okay? Fuck, there was a woman, a radio host on here that I was listening to. And relationships came up. And she admitted she doesn't do anything. Nothing. He does all the cooking, the cleaning. Oh, no, I don't do the cooking. Oh, no, I wouldn't know what to do. Oh, no. Cleaning, I don't do any cleaning. No. That's that. You know, my husband does all that for me. Rah, rah. The bitch don't do shit. She don't do fucking nothing. And he's paying the mortgage. You can 100% guarantee he's paying the mortgage. Okay? So, no, mate, they're not expected to do anything. It's when you find out the laws and why they are so heavily protected when they go to court, you'll understand. You'll understand because you're looking at it like a normal thing, right? Relationship, rah, rah. No, how dare you? How dare you think that about women? You know, how dare you expect to have a relationship with your wife? And then this is the men's behaviour course. And I said to the guy, but she's expecting things from you as a husband. You're expected to do things. Yes, but Charles, this is a men's behaviour course. It's not a woman's behaviour course. Okay? He had the gall to say that to me. Okay? I'll tell you why in a minute. You know, we only concentrate on the men's behaviour. We only do men's behaviour. And then I piped up straight away, there is no women's behaviour course. It doesn't exist. Okay? What you've just said to me, it doesn't exist. There is none. There is no women's behaviour course. It doesn't exist. Only men need to change their behaviour. Only men. Only men have a men's behaviour minister. We have one in Victoria. Men's behaviour minister. They want to make up curriculum for the little boys to learn in school. Okay, you're not allowed to do this and you're not allowed to do that and stuff like that. I met a fucking 17-year-old yesterday, a kid, a fucking huge motherfucker, right? He's sitting there at the bus stop, really friendly kid, really fucking friendly, and he's sitting there with a school thing in his hand. And I said, "Why aren't you at school?" And he said, "Oh, I got kicked out today. I got kicked out." I said, "What'd you do? What did you do?" He said, "I belted a guy." I said, "Why would you do that? You're a big fella. Why are you hitting people?" And he said, "Because he hit a woman. He hit the girl." I said, "What do you mean?" He said he hit her in the face. He hit her. He said, "So I jumped up and hit him." I said, "Did you learn anything? Did you learn anything from this?" You know? And he's gone, "What do you mean?" I said, have a think about it, but maybe next time in life that you won't be a white knight. Okay? There's no need to be a white knight. That's not your girlfriend, not your wife. Do you know her? He said, "No." I said, "So you're a total stranger there, watching there. You watch him and then you just go in and smack him, do you?" I said, "Mate, don't ever do that again.
Okay, I'm an old bloke. I'm telling you advice. Don't ever do that again. Was it her boyfriend? She's gone, no, her boyfriend's out of school. He's much, much older.
So why are you white knighting for someone else's girlfriend, mate? And you're the one that gets into trouble. You're the one that's suspended. The girl isn't, the other guy isn't, only you are. Okay, you need to learn, mate. You need to learn from your lesson, okay? So that happened yesterday. Swear to God. My name's Chad. My name's Lord Dobby. That's my character on YouTube, Lord Dobby. It's a character. You know, it's fucking something I made a while. Circumstances in life forced me to call myself Dobby. That's how I felt. I felt like Dobby. You know, in the movie Harry Potter, you know, the little guy that comes out, you know, snaps his fingers and everything is set up, the whole table. Everybody eats. He goes away, disappears. Everybody eats, happy, happy, happy. And when everybody's finished, he comes out, nobody sees him, snaps his finger again, cleans it all up after everybody. Doesn't get seen, doesn't get any... No one knows anything about him. Yeah, that's me. That's me. That was my life. Okay, not allowed to talk, not allowed... They fucking ignore it. 24/7 you're being ignored. Absolutely fucking ignored. The ignore game is 24/7 lasting fucking months. Months. The only time the person's happy is when you're on the way to the airport so they can go on holiday. They're on their way for a holiday. So they're very, very happy. Okay? They're very, very happy. And as soon as you get up to the airport, they don't want you to come in. They don't want you to fuck. They just want you to drop them off. That's fucking... I don't want to be seen with you. I just want you to give me a lift to the airport, you know? I'll catch you back in fucking 2 months. You can pick me back up again in 2 months' time. Fuck. I think I pinched my back, mate. Yeah, I think I pinched my back looking down. 1 minute, I got something I want to set up, mate. Something I've been thinking about. I got this big thing. I got this thing. So I thought maybe I can rig it up, you know? Rig it up and put that thing in there. Right? In there maybe. Right? Maybe that'll work, eh? And that way I don't have to look down all the time. There you go. Shit. AOA. That it. I'll try and keep the power, dude, otherwise I've got no power. If I can't keep the power in, it's not going to work, eh? Okay, so let's put that... It's going to have to be closer for the power. Put it over here. So it's closer. Oh yeah, come on, man. Gosh. Okay. And we'll wind that in through here so it gives a bit of support. And then we'll put it in there. It's not going to sit in there, eh? The power. Maybe if we run it over the top and down in there so it's not hanging down. Maybe that's
what it needs. No, it's not going to work, eh? You'd have to tape the cunt in there. You'd have to tape it in there, man. Yeah. I don't have a computer desk or anything, man. I don't have anywhere to sit down. It's not going to work. And if I loop it around a couple more times, maybe then it'll work.